but this was only the case when someone experienced an orgasm, which made men more likely to reap the benefits of pre-sleep sex. Wait a minute. April has herself a nice little orgasm, and she doesn't get tired.
I don't do that every time.
Yes,
What?
you do.
No, I don't.
Every single time. Fucking tell people that
Aaron.
in front of them.
Oh my God! Jesus!
Oh no!
This is not gonna. That didn't end well after the show, because if my wife said that to me, you know what I mean. Even though she'd be lying,
Right.
Because that's she can lie every time, 1, 2, every fucking time, and that would be hurtful because everybody, you know how these people are. They'll be like, "Oh my God!"
Well,
Finally, something entertaining on Steel Toe.
the new thing they're doing is they were like 30 people away, or like 100, I don't know, 100 people away from 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I guess Melton told everybody to just unsubscribe so they won't ever hit 10,000. I don't know. Are they at 10,000? I don't know.
No, I think they went down. Actually, they're down now because Melton's having fun.
No, it's like,
They're 70 away now.
they've been like that for the whole week. It's been the whole week.
Every goddamn time.
Every time. I promise.
You understand there's about 5 subreddits, right?
That makes it worse when they go, no. Every time. I promise. I was kidding.
Fucking tell people that in
Aaron.
front of them. Every goddamn time.
Every time. I promise.
You understand there's about 5 subreddits right now, and you are not helping me at all. Aaron can't fuck.
Said you are so. I didn't say that.
Don't forget to get your Aaron Can't Fuck t-shirts on Melton's site. Melton, can you make us one? Aaron Can't Fuck.
ACF.
The Uncomables. That's just a picture of Aaron as 20 different dudes.
It's all the time without coming. It
Aaron
happens.
can't fuck. April fucking never comes. That's what they're going to say now. Congratulations.
Boy, it looks like I got to move on to some new dick, huh?
Oh, shit. You see, she's good. What's that?
That's
Is
Joe.
that Joe?
Yeah, he's just having fun. April's a killer. You don't want to piss her off, man. She's like the predator. She'll fucking hunt you down and rip your goddamn spine out.
Especially when a woman don't come. They get very angry.
Have you seen a non-coming woman? They're in terror.
Fucking time. And now I'm sitting here getting shit on.
Nobody
Unbelievable.
Shit on you. You're losing your mind.
I crush it every time. Yeah, see now, Marquise, Aaron got.
So right now, yeah, she's very uncomfortable. And right now, he's pissed, but he's still playing it up. But that changes.
Yeah, the mic, grabbing the mic and moving it before, that's a big, he's like, fuck it, I'm ready to rip this fucking thing off.
Yeah, I wish this was her neck. Yeah, no, we're fine.
Got trash dick
You
and everything
did
else.
this.
No, it's wonderful. Thank you. Now,
Let me tell you something. If my wife doesn't come, it's because she's not there. You understand? Thank you.
No, it's if she don't come, it doesn't end. It doesn't end until she does. I mean,
that's right.
That's the fact. You know what I mean? It's like, you know when, and you ask. You make sure, too. You're like, is that? Yeah? Huh? You want some of that?
You still have to ask, huh?
What? I asked the second time because I want to make sure that, you got to do your job. My job is to do it right,
Yeah.
and that's what I do.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Sorry. What was
Julie's wife is patting him on the back right now.
Yes. I'll make you come later. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
everyone. Now,
Sorry, my wife just wanted me to make her come real quick.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's fine.
I'm busy,
look, Aaron, selfish lover, Imholte. Now it's going to be nothing but being mocked and ridiculed.
Wait, hold on a second. Put up
Him.
fucking IHR. There you go.
His NWO shirt stands for No Women Orgasms.
He's fucking funny, this guy.
Wow.
We're getting him around. He hates us. He's still about 50% hate, but you'll come around.
Yeah.
Manipulated
Or not.
and gaslit so hard.
I'm
right
being
now.
gaslit.
What the fuck happened?
Johnny says, we know you can fuck, Aaron. Thank you, Johnny. It's nice that somebody says that. I appreciate it. Jeff Jordan, needle dick.
Nothing like it. Look at the look that she's getting. First of all, nothing.
Oh my God.
They're already out. Jesus Christ. Nothing like getting a dude to compliment you on your fucking skills. Don't worry, Aaron. We know you can fuck. Thanks, John.
Time to get out.
I hit the wrong button, boy. Sorry.
Get out of your coffin, you son of a
Time
bitches.
to wake up. Gotta get out of bed.
Let's go. Breath in. Feel it, people. Ooh.
It's like Aaron, Joe hit the wrong button.
Hit the button.
Kick it, motherfuckers.
Get out of bed, bitch. Go.
This I will fire Joe over. Nothing else.
There's a certain pattern we have to follow.
Time to wake up. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Morning, David. I thought he was saying David Johann. I was calling Bob. David Johann.
Get up. Get up.
Hello, friends.
Yeah, baby. Monday. Daddy.
Hello, friend Iran. Hello. Good morning,
Shuli,
everybody. Yes.
I hit the wrong button because I was distracted because Melton has some new merch on his website.
Does
I was
he?
checking out.
Oh boy, let's see it. I can't wait. Is it what I think it is? Oh no, it's not.
Oh, God.
What did you think it was? Our stuff?
Yeah, well, I haven't finished. The guy hasn't finished everything, so I haven't sent him anything. But I thought maybe he got tired of waiting and just made some up himself. But this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of each.
Aaron can't fuck. Wow.
Listen, we were on last night. We had a 3-hour extravaganza marathon. Uncle Rico. Some have said the best episode to date. Joined by Anthony Cumia, Carl from WATP, and at times I think all three of us, all of us, let's just say, were making jokes at Aaron's expense along.
Oh yeah.
Right, and everybody's having a good time about it. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't. But apparently, I guess it touched a nerve because I hear from Joe.
Why don't you tell him how to touch that nerve,
man? Pretend that nerve's a button and touch it repeatedly. So then I hear this morning he's upset with me or something.
Really?
He's taking shots at me or something.
Wow.
I don't know.
This early in the morning? Wow.
Well, what's his deal? Like, did anybody, Joe? Did you see it?
So I think we've got the clips pulled up. We're gonna pull it up here, but basically his critique is that all you have is goofing on Stuttering John. That's what it's the only thing you're capable of doing, and that's why the network's dying now that John's gone, and he's so much more successful than us, even though he can't hit 10,000 subs.
I was gonna say, is there another set of numbers on his YouTube that we can't see?
Look at this from the last week.
What is this?
This is his subscriber count. So starting on the 17th of June, flat, nothing. The 18th, nothing. He picked up 10 on the 19th, nothing on the 20th. Then he went down 20 2 days in a row. Then nothing. Then yesterday down 10 again.
Well, this is what I find interesting. Ian, he's a cloud chaser. This is to drive traffic to. Of course, this has been his MO from the start, is jump on whatever's hot. This guy's sitting here talking about a network dying. At least we're doing other shit. At least we're coming up with other ideas. I mean,
we have a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's just basically clinging on to whatever's happening in the world and trying to get a rub off of it. He went after Chad.
Don't say rub off it.
Yeah.
Sorry. He used to play Chad clips, right? So he's done it.
Come on, guys.
And listen, if you're gonna get mad at me for making jokes, get mad at your hero Anthony, who made jokes about you. Get mad at Carl. Tell them that their networks are dying. It's like, stop fucking crying. Now he's leaning into it on Twitter. Should have leaned into it on the show. Wouldn't have been.
You should have leaned on to that shit in bed, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's yeah. And
listen, there's no shame in being less than a man.
it's all good.
Yeah.
There's so many more parades you can go to.
Dude, yeah, Roy's right. Get mad at your wife's clitoris. Don't get mad at me.
Use that like a fucking punching bag, motherfucker. Come. What's this?
That is the subscription metrics of an account who has bought views, literally completely kills growth potential. That's before considering they are awful. I mean, I've never sat here and shit on them and said that they were awful. I never went out of my way to, and I never felt like going after them would.
Yeah, we let Melton do that.
They are awful, though.
I never felt like going after them would generate views and bring people in. I know he's thought the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, why bring it up at all?
Right.
If we're failing, what do you need to highlight it for?
How come so many people work here then?
Right. Right. How come we've been failing for 7 months and everybody's still working and everybody still gets paid and the numbers keep going up?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
What is
good.
that?
Oh, see, now I get to hear it, and this is important.
Oh, well, okay. You see, that's what it is. It may not be.
It could be jumping the gun. Look,
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So let me. I take it.
Sometimes
all
you gotta look. Sometimes you always gotta wait to hear because people like to start shit. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, Ichi. Shuli has and wears a steel toe hoodie. Had, wore, gone. and had they not lost my shirt in Rochester that I was supposed to wear, I would have never worn that on stage. I just came to the venue in that, and then much like the posters, my shirt was gone. So but yeah, listen, they were nice enough to send me merch, and I wore it supporting them because we started out as friends. I never.
Are you not friends anymore?
Well, it depends what he has to say. I'm curious to hear what he has to say. Doesn't sound like he's our friend.
Yeah. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding.
You know what?
I'm sure.
Again, I take it all back. I haven't heard anything yet. Let's play this and see what's going on.
Shuli wasn't getting any traction or viewership or subscriptions.
Fuck this
Yeah, cocksucker.
You prick, you fucking. All right, go back a couple of. Let's. All right, here we go.
What it was like for Stuttering John. So he ends his show in November, and in this show's opinion, and in my opinion, and I think we all agreed, there's no reason to make fun of John anymore. He's done. He left. There's no show. Well, since he left, you've had, Shuli wasn't getting any traction or viewership or subscriptions until he started bagging on Stuttering John. So I can see where he wouldn't want to leave the meal ticket. So he's kept a show alive and a YouTube.
No, actually, I want to back up something that he's saying, which is YouTube channel was never as successful until we started the Uncle Rico show. That's 100% true.
It got eyes on us.
But also, we started the Uncle Rico show over a year ago, and we were doing it when John was still on the air. What's crazy about this is after he went off the air, you would think, according to Mr. Radio's knowledge over here, that people would get tired of us going after John and doing the show. Actually, isn't the case. I mean, last night we had 1,400 people watching for almost 2 hours.
That ain't bad.
Actually, it's 3 hours.
Yeah, that ain't steel toe numbers. I'll tell you that. He'd fuck her on camera for 1,400 people watching live.
Yeah, and then maybe a year later make her come. Whoa!
Say, the greatest 30 seconds of YouTube broadcasting we've ever seen. So, the guy's whole show is badgering listeners for money. She keep that weirdly shaped head down and shut the fuck up. And that's the other thing. We're not sitting here telling people you have to pay us this much for us to do a show, and if you pay us this much, we'll do more of a show. We were supposed to go behind the paywall last night, and we didn't. We stayed free for everybody.
Yeah, it was something special last night. We couldn't do that to people that weren't members.
Right.
And,
Oh,
you know.
Brandon Network. Check it out. Shuli unsub from Steel Toe on all 143 alt accounts. Dude, I believe Brandon Network has 143 accounts. Last night's Uncle Rico show has over 8,000 views already. Imagine Aaron watching his hero Anthony laughing at April's beans joke. Yeah.
Well, look, we got a big fan here, John Kensel.
Hold on 1 second. April's neglected bean was a great chat name. Yes.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Killed every time.
Mm-hmm.
Kensel, this is a great show. Hey, fellas, my girlfriend is so stupid. She put 2 M&Ms in her ears and thought she was listening to Eminem. Isn't that cute? You can use that on your radio skit routine. Thank you, Kensel.
Thanks, John. Pool party this weekend.
So,
Who's
yeah,
cool?
listen,
I don't know.
we'll find some idiot who's got one. Listen, I mean, Aaron, I got no real beef with you, but you should be focusing on, shit at home rather than what we're doing on the channel. I think that deserves a little bit more of your attention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a problem somewhere, but he just can't put his finger on it.
Well, the thing is, like, you can't sit here and say it's a failed bit and it's like it's a failed show and it's still crushing. Like, then you look like a fucking idiot and you don't know what you're talking about.
Also, we're playing a clip of him saying that all we have is the Uncle Rico show on our 3-hour daily morning show.
Well, and he's another guy who knows exactly what we got. He checks all our shit. He knows the shows we're doing. He knows what's up. He just wants a little interaction because he knows it's going to help him.
Right.
But we're not going to help you.
No help.
That's all the help you get. It's over. It's over. We'll help you. We'll help you bring her to fucking the climax, but we ain't helping you with this shit anymore. By the way, Bit is back.
What?
That's the network. Let's go.
All right. I heard you talking. What did you say? You said bye, 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 bye. You said bye, 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 by the way. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah.
What a weekend of broadcasting, gentlemen. MVP goes to Pat. Can we talk about Pat Dixon for a minute? Streaming for 5 hours on the other night. What was it, Saturday night? Yeah. Amazing. 5 hours, 45 minutes. The audience loved him. Yeah, I'm really glad he's got a spot and he's able to do his thing and people are supporting him. Shout out to Pat Dixon for sure. He had a great show Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be doing more of it. So if you missed it, you can watch it, but you can also check out the new one, which is I highly recommend because nobody does it like Pat, my friend.
No,
his show packs a punch.
What a great ad. Yeah, there was a thing up here, but somebody had said that we did more. The amount of gifted subs alone we got last night. Forget super chats. You would hit your goal for the month, Aaron, if you had that money that we made just in gifted subs from this amazing community of people that still like what we do. Isn't that something? So,
and we're growing all the time, and that's the whole thing. Okay,
okay. Well, listen,
we've been trying to get him for the longest time, but
nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Pat's greatest gift to broadcasting was a right hook. I mean, we had everybody watching. We had Stuttering John watching last night. I mean, come on. When's the last time John watched your show? Anybody get any? I can't see his tweet or tweet. Did he tweet anything last night about it?
Who knows? That's a gay cup, Shuli. But anyway, Puck Naked, $5. Not your fault. Finding April's bean is like finding a Limburg baby. And stop being a jerk. They do a fun show. They don't play drama games. Yeah, calm the fuck down.
You're right.
Oh, God. Dave Daffel at $2. Bruce Levy's channel is going to the moon. It is. Are we in there yet? They got the pictures up. Big Daddy Dodo, $4.99. Anyone want to buy a never worn steel toe hoodie? It's an XL. I'll ask around, fatty. Scott Richards, Scott, the $1.99. Cease and desist or face major blowback.
Remember that? DM from Aaron? I'm really sorry about this blowback that's about to happen. That was so weird. He's another one like Ray that he just kind of he digs his own hole and then steps in it, and then sits there and goes.
If he was digging in the right hole, he wouldn't have this problem.
All righty. Did you guys see that secret footage from Ray's date the other night?
No.
What?
No way.
What?
No way. They can't be.
Please.
He's making that up.
We have
Unless
to help.
they have a door cam, you know what I mean, at the girl's house because he made it out with her in front of it.
Yeah,
we
well,
have to help Pat with his lawyer's fees. Please set up a GoFundMe. F Gino. But that's his thing to do. Reels $5. Look. That's it.
Yeah, support Pat on the channel, and he has his Venmo up there, I believe, and you can donate directly to him if you don't want any of my grubby Jew fingers on it. That's fine. I do have some clips about Ray.
Anyone want to buy a never found steel toe clit? It's mint in box. Hey yo.
Hey yo, mint in box. I haven't heard that term in a long time. It's in the Discord fan video. What? Joe, get on that, please.
You got me up at 5 o'clock this morning. I thought we were leaving for work, and then all of a sudden, nothing. You know, had to wait another hour.
There you go. This is Ray on his date.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
That's him, yeah.
That was some first date.
Yes, it was.
We should do it again sometime.
We should. Yeah, absolutely.
Just not with each other.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not me and you. Nobody wants that. That's refreshing on
Wow.
I could see that happening. Yes, that's right, Tony. They can Venmo me, and then I can send it to Pat per John. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Third party. Yeah, I can see that happen. So he went out on a date. Well, I should we wait for our guest before we start talking about Ray? Because our guest is a bit of a Ray expert, or I can start setting it up because I think we're about 8 minutes away or 10 minutes away from our guest.
Can we please talk about steel toe for 10 more minutes?
Sure. What else? Did I miss anything else? Was there more to watch?
I think there was a little more to watch, but I just thought you guys probably had more jokes.
I mean, it's,
Joe's happier than if he was storming an old age home.
yeah. I mean, how many jokes can you make about a guy not being able to satisfy his wife? I mean,
I'm sure you guys can come up with a lot of them.
sure, but
Not when you put us under pressure like this. We can't work like this.
and you know what, Joe? This is a fun show. This isn't about goofing on a guy's wife not being able to climax all the time. I was thinking that's like when I get it on with my wife. That's the requirement in the job. I don't go until she goes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta plant that flag in Mount Vagina before you start climbing back down the goddamn mountain. That's common sense. What kind of selfish animal are you?
Some people want to go up that mountain alone.
Hey, careful. There's bodies up there.
It's littered.
There's littered with bodies. When it gets hot, you ever see that on what's one of the big fucking I was just watching video when the mountain starts melting, when the snow starts melting, bodies that have been frozen up there just start sliding down the mountain. So these people who are doing this hike and they just see bodies sliding towards them that have been up there for who knows how long. There's like, all right, we got another. Come on, guys, let's keep going. I see one body sliding. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back down and eat my lunch. You guys have a good one. See ya.
Enjoy that.
Yeah. Does anyone think Aaron's made any woman come ever?
No.
No.
Not possible.
Joe wants a show so bad.
You have no idea.
I know. But it's going to be a surprise to Joe and to the audience when this show starts. That's all. When they least expect it. Aaron just wants to bust and bounce so he can get back to his busy job begging on the corner with his cup. I mean, look, I'm sure the guy, Shuli's nose comes more than April. I'm sorry. The pollen and dust and all this shit, it's killing me. I took a fucking pill yesterday. I took one this morning. Bama allergies, dude. I apologize. I'm trying to. Can we start a go fuck me for his wife? I mean, that's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, and next March is an anniversary. Oh no, it's April is an anniversary for some of the biggest shows we did. Next year we're going to do a big one, and I can't wait for April to come.
We were even talking about inviting him on the show this week, right, Bob?
Yeah, Thursday we're trying. To get them both on at the end.
Yeah, reach out to him, see if they want to come on Thursday.
What? Wait, that's what we're gonna say. He's gonna talk to her.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Aaron can probably come, but she probably can't.
You see what he did there?
Mm-hmm.
You see what he did there? I'm starting an April's Flybaby account for when she finds new dick. All right. Free coffee for steel-toed step-chads. I like that. Branded Network, $2.
Give the frog what he wants. I say we give him a show and see. We give him one show.
He will get. Let's get together and work on that and figure that out. I like that. It's got to be able to do better than that. All right. Well, I mean, I think send April the link. Yeah, no, I think she's busy. I don't think she'll come on. What do the people think the chances of John appearing for this podcast are? 0? For what? For MLC?
Well, he's not coming here, so
no,
he's supposed to be on MLC.
I think, and he's like, and he's taking less money, I believe, and now he's inviting all the people that he ran away from to come on that show.
It's not going to happen.
Of course not. Of course. I mean, think of that logic. He could have had $3,000 instead, and $1,500 up front and $1,500 after we were done. Instead, he's going to take $500 up front from Kevin. That's confirmed. And who knows what he's getting paid? I can't imagine it's $3,000 and $2,500 more. And he's getting to avoid us. So now his ego, watching us bust his balls last night, he can't take it. Now he invited me to come on, and Carl, and well, Bob, you're already going to be there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the show all week. I don't know. I wasn't told any different to take the day off and go fishing, or swimming, or other shit I don't do.
Yeah. Shuli and the guys get the interview for free. That's how smart John is. If he does come on, I'll. If Kevin for whatever reason doesn't want me to come on, then I will snipe stream, as Kevin says.
Yeah,
I'll watch it live.
Now, did you have, or were you going to have questions prepared for the interview? Yeah.
No.
You don't
what questions do I have?
Well, I don't know.
Like, he's just gonna lie, anyways. My thing was like, I haven't heard him talk in so long that I wasn't planning to be confrontational. I was actually going to offer him to work with us and give this a try. But
well, when we can't make it, he'd be the substitute.
right. He's the Phil. He's the Joan Rivers on the BS show. So yeah, that was I had nothing. I wasn't going to yell and scream at him. I wasn't going to argue with him. I was just going to let him talk, because I figure we can get more out of that than me and him going back and forth at each other. So yeah, my goal was to just let him talk and see what.
But he would go in hot on you, just like he did on that clip we were watching with Artie. He would.
I know, but he's doing that expecting me to come back at the same, level, and I wouldn't, because then it's like, we're just two people screaming over each other. We're not in the same room. You're not going to hear everything. We're gonna, it's going to sound like shit. Right. Visually, it'll look good, but it's not going to sound good.
But I don't think he would have reversed gear. I think he would have kept on it, just like he did with the Artie thing. It's just like once he's in that mindset, he's then he thinks he's winning.
Lenny Bosco, question 1: do you finally own a suit? Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. There you go. 475 viewers, 55 likes. Hit the like button or like the hit button. Boom! Look at that. Also, thank you guys again. Over 130 gifted memberships last night. So if you didn't get one, go into your settings and turn on accepted gifted subscriptions. Click that. And at some point here, I'm sure somebody will throw some subscriptions out and you'll get one, or just sign up for $5. Won't kill you. Look, we got 500 people here hanging. Come on, let's go. Let's do this.
Who's a good girl?
Who's a good girl? We have our guest, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this guy, you talk about the opposite of steel toe, a show just flying up the charts with a bullet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ray Whisperer, Carlos Danger. Let's go.
Hello, sir.
Hey guys, good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Good morning, sir. Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. I'm here to announce that, yes, Steel Toe is absolutely right. The Shuli Network is dying, as evidenced by the fact I'm your guest. You went from Anthony Cumia, Carl from wherever, to me.
You know, and that's a better point than all the shit Aaron was saying. You walk away believing it when Carlos highlights that fact. That is true.
I love the fact for the last 4 days, it's all guys 50 and up talking about making women achieve orgasm. That's just that's why people go to YouTube, is for a bunch of old dudes, myself included.
We have
talking about sexual prowess when we haven't had actual sex in 30 years. Come on. It's a chore.
We have a woman in the chat, Tiger Lily, who wrote at the beginning, listening to these guys talk orgasms is not good for breakfast. She wrote, and I have to agree, and I apologize for that. But
although it was good radio, right? I mean, Bob said it was good radio. I think the problem with Steel Toe is that he's stuck in that morning radio. As a fan, I'm saying he's stuck in that mold of a radio guy, and he's on YouTube. People want honesty. People want real conflict. And he had it there, but he's sort of running away and ashamed of it, it seems, when he shouldn't be. He was great.
And if you're gonna address this and you're gonna at some point lean into it or make jokes about it, why are you doing it on Twitter for free? Why are you doing it? Do it on your show where people can tune in and watch you guys. Like, that blows my mind. People, when the John thing broke, when people were like, "What's the story? What's the story?" Why would I tell you on Twitter? Tune into the show and you'll hear the whole fucking story. That's the whole point of it. But he's sitting here putting all these joke tweets up about not being able to make his wife come.
And
where was this during the show?
And they didn't sound like jokes. As a person who's been trolled by Vince the lawyer, being called anti-Semitic and freaking out about it, and sending texts to Shuli being like, "I love the Jews."
Yeah.
We all see a meltdown when something's really getting to you, and that's what that was. And freaking Joe, the producer, freaking evil Jason Kaplan here. I think a new game I'm going to propose to you guys. There it is. Capture all the tweets that I assume Joe posted this weekend under the Shuli Network account on Twitter, and then compare them to Chad Zumach's tweets and try to where's which? Is it from Chad or is it from Joe?
That's
the level of holy shit, Joe the producer.
It's a great game.
I've never said a bad thing about Joe the producer. I want that on the record. I've always been in support of him.
I like that idea for a game. We just need to add one other thing. I think we take lyrics from Manson songs and we somehow make those into fake looking tweets. So now your choice is Joe, Chad, or Charles Manson.
Right.
Now we got a game. Or
a death row inmate's last wish. It's that level of humor. I don't know how funny those tweets were. It was like, Jesus Christ.
I'm proudly anti-Semitic. Change my mind.
Not my job.
Top of the hour. We'll get into that. So,
what am I doing here? What are you? I feel like I'm being set up. I had messages from Bob. Bob sent me a nice message. Then you're contacting me. I'm terrified right now.
No. It's good. I enjoy you.
When we're done live and we're just sitting back here talking, your name comes up quite a bit, and,
I don't like that.
It's always followed by the guy's really good. He knows how to do this. He knows. He knows broadcast.
And I always say, I think of him too, so I can last longer in bed.
But no, we love you here, man. We think you're great at what you do, especially when it comes to handling Ray, which is no small feat. That's not easy.
unrelated, but I have messaged John several times. He's responded to me going back to 2016. I've sent him the link. I've told him to come on. I wanted him to come in and insult you, Shuli. I like that John's getting a win here. I got to be honest with you. I like that he's going on MLC.
Is it a win now? Is it a win?
It could be. It could be. He got everybody talking about him, and then he pulled a ha ha ha. I like it.
Yeah, but the whole thing is it blew us up, as you can see yesterday.
Well, think about that, right? Like
that was a great show, by the way. That was really entertaining.
You said by the way, you said by the way, you said by the way again. Douche. You said by the way, you said by the way, you said by the way again.
Mike Morse.
Fucking Mike Morse.
Think about this, Carlos, right? We had no new content as far as John content. Nothing
Well
new.
was dry. Yeah, I haven't watched Uncle Rico in years.
Right. And you don't need to go that far, but okay. So we had no new live content last night regarding John, video, audio, anything. All we had is an update. And we drew one of the biggest numbers we've had in a while.
And it was hilarious.
And it was fun and hilarious and a good show.
It brought the community together.
And we didn't need him, and that should scare him more.
You know why? Because this is our house.
That's right.
You guys were hurt a little, though. Come on, let's be honest. I saw Carl was in Cardiff's stream last night, and allegedly John was in there. Who knows if that was actually John, of course. But Carl seemed to be saying, "Oh, I'll see you Tuesday." Are there efforts now underway to sabotage the MLC thing that's supposedly happening Tuesday?
I don't think
No,
I
he
knew from
invited
the start.
people.
Ask Bob. What did I tell you?
Only John.
Well, hold on. But ask Bob. What did I tell you from the start when all this thing started
This
going
wasn't going to happen.
I told him, I go, he will back out. He will flake. He will figure out an excuse to not do this. And then when he announced he was going on MLC, he said the same thing. I don't think he's good because it makes no logical sense. He would have made more money and it would have been handled completely different had he just agreed to what we set up. But now he's pissed off the parties involved. He's going on another show to avoid us, but now is inviting all the people he's trying to avoid onto that show.
Yeah, is that really happening? Who's getting invited onto that? I might have fallen asleep through that part. What's going on there?
He has claimed that Carl is invited, and yesterday in a tweet he said, I'm invited.
Okay, so he's doing that so he can back out. Why would he want to go on with you guys?
Well, that's the whole reason he backed out in the first place, I felt like, is he didn't want to. But all of us were talking last night that we weren't going into it to scream and yell at him. We wanted to hear what he's been up to. We wanted to let John be John. He hasn't been John on a public forum in quite some time.
John, if you're listening, Rock Bottom Podcast, not 1 p.m. Thursday on the Shuli Network, at various times at night. Just keep an eye out for Ray DeVito's invite.
Somewhere around 8:45, 9:15, or
midnight
27.
Depending on how many Bud Lights Ray has consumed.
So if John does show up for MLC, the logic in his dumb brain would be that he thinks he has home advantage. I think he does think that because Kevin doesn't know all his bullshit.
Kevin's pissed at you, Shuli. He wants an ally in the Shuli hate.
Right. Well, that's the only reason he's booking him is because he knows John doesn't like me, and that'll be gold after 10 minutes, I'm sure.
And the money laundering.
Right. Oh, that he's doing? That's what I heard. Yeah. I heard that whole show's a front. Bob, care to comment?
I got nothing to say at this moment until I talk to my lawyer.
That was an offhand. People took that seriously. That was a little scary to see how that picked up traction on Twitter.
Well, maybe if one of your biggest donators wasn't in the Bahamas, maybe it wouldn't be that easy of a buy. You know?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Does Kevin have Vince the lawyer's number for this type of slander? Defamation of character? I hope so.
Well, I look forward to whatever's going to happen Tuesday. I'm glad John will be going on something. I'm really glad Bob will be there, and I hope Carl will be there because Carl last night announced I'm going after this motherfucker now. You know, so
well, you keep putting that out there. Now that's gonna undermine MLC. Everyone's got to be quiet. Everyone just support John at this time. It's delicate. We need diplomacy, so he'll show up.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got a message from Kevin. He said, Bob, take off Tuesday. I got you booked at a spa in Atlantic City. Just have a you day.
Just have a you day.
See you in Poughkeepsie.
Just have a fuck you day, Bob. Classic Ray says Ari wants out of the podcast world while she's live on another show.
It was great.
Can we get into this now? Can we transition from the John stuff into the Ray stuff? Because this is amazing to me, this whole saga, because he's been texting me for a while about this Ari girl who, can I just state for the record, has never been on this show. She's been on a lot of shows. We've never had her on BS, on Rico. The only show she's been on this network, I believe, is Ray's show.
I don't know that to be true.
Actually, Pat now, because she was on Pat's show.
She was on Pat's show.
Oh, and Chris Abel's show.
And Chris Abel's show. Okay. So
besides that, and MLC. But besides that,
Miserable Men, I think.
No,
she's never on her own show on the network now.
Yeah.
She's never on Miserable Men. But so us
she's
three,
in the chat, yeah.
Us
she is
three
a nice
never,
lady.
Yeah, she's very nice. I got no problem with her. But Ray starts sending me these texts about, hey, man, it's not cool. First, it was the thumbnail. We had her in a thumbnail. Hey, man, not cool.
Joe did.
Not cool, right? He goes.
She was on Jake's show too. Sorry, Jake. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I was on Jake's show yesterday.
So he goes. Wait, is it P.S. with Beetle Jane? This is Beetle Jane.
Oh,
did you know this? Send me the link.
So endorse that.
You can't endorse that. I love him.
There
she is, right?
I said I'm getting out of the negative drama, which included Ray's.
Wow, yeah.
See, now that part of the text I never got. See, the text I got made it seem like that you were mad at us because we're goofing on you, which we've never goofed on you.
No, we always say, even me and the wife talk good about her. We say she's nice, she's pretty, we say nice things when we'll watch,
What are you laughing about, Carlos?
They should change the name of the show to Mansplaining with Shuli right now. That's the first thing. And then Bob throwing it, hey, I know a female. I can't be talking bad about her. Look.
Carlos,
I got black friends.
Do talk highly about. We don't say anything bad at home.
No, and you never said Shuli's never said anything bad about her. I mean, other than 5 seconds ago, displaying a picture of her with a Beetlejuice's face imposed over her. Other than
that wasn't me. That was somebody in the chat that made that. What? I'm not responsible. How dare you? How dare you?
All right, sorry.
All right,
he said it's hilarious.
All right, he's back. I changed my mind. He's back.
All right, thanks.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I got a haircut for this.
Shoe Splains is the name we came up with.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that when I think I know what she's saying, like when she comes on the shows, it's fine. But the other stuff, some people are mean and that. But when you're talking to Ray on the phone about don't do this, don't do that, he's not in control of her. If she wants to bitch about something, don't take it totally serious. It is fucked up, but don't go, oh, she don't want. She don't want to. It's something she said at the moment. You know what I mean? She'll get over it.
Yeah, because I know that like in Ray's defense, and I'm sure this will cause 1,000 comments in the chat about my 8 chins. But in Ray's defense, like Ari did send him a text being like, "Hey, I want to step back from this."
Right.
And then, but then Ray took it upon himself to contact you in the middle of the night, Shuli, to kind of.
My whole thing is like, I got no problem with her wanting to step back, wanting to do her own thing. Whatever she decides to do, that's her choice. My thing is this. Don't come at me like we're sitting here doing shows tearing this woman apart.
It's only 7.
Yeah.
You should make DJ pay for that, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ's the king.
If you're gonna call our guests fat, chip in a little, will you? Makes us look better. To be fair, I could get April to come either. I think you meant couldn't, but the fact that Aaron was shocked by the revelation that he sucks in bed was only a shock to him. That was Bob, are you going to ask John why would he hit Gina while you two were broken up?
It does. You see, that wouldn't even come up until if he brought it up. It wasn't going to be like that. The interview. I was going to answer anything he said.
Right. his dumb move got you guys paid for the interview regarding John. Yeah. Carlos is a real sex pest kind of guy.
Not sure what that means.
You know what it means, you fucking pervert. Carlos, what did you mean by blue shoes? Huh? Huh?
I'm lost. Was I here?
She was
Is that
on
me?
Shuli Telemundo. More stinks. We have a Spanish broadcast on here. A lot of people don't know that. Extra credit points go to Roy Ray for the first use of the word Machiavellian in the chat. Bravo.
Good
Roy
work.
Ray,
Good work.
Just a legend.
I got this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Use fancy pants. All of yous.
Giving us the high hat.
Salvador M. I don't care how much of a saint Carlos is. He will pull a full Scott the Engineer style meltdown on Ray DeVito. Give it 3 months.
I
What
want that
happened?
so bad. I want that so bad.
Mm-hmm.
On some real shit, Carlos Danger is the man and does not look like a pile of laundry. I agree.
I see what you did there, beloved chatter, you son of a bitch.
So
the leader of the NLO sex cult, by the way.
So back to this Ray thing. So he starts texting me like, "Hey man, it's not cool that she's in a thumbnail." And I'm like, I've seen this woman on other shows get berated from the chat, and they put up the fucking chat messages and one after the other. And I said to him, I hope you're texting those motherfuckers at 11 o'clock at night, giving them this fucking edict about how I'm supposed to treat your girl that's never been on any of my fucking shows.
And you've never been on.
No.
He's never been on her.
No.
So why does he own her?
None of us have been on this woman.
No, but even Ray has not been on. That's what I'm saying. You can't own something that you never owned, baby.
That's right. Once you once you penetrate legally, it's yours. I think that's part of the law.
How it works?
That's what
That's when you start
the same
demanding
way.
shit and telling it what to do and you know, and making it file your nails.
Just want to say my appearance here. I did not endorse sexual assault. The opinions expressed here are just of Joe, the producer. There's a script on the side, and it's causing these gentlemen to say.
And whatever that word was, endorse sexual assault, and pepper. God damn it! If I could have got that out earlier.
That was a valiant try.
Listen, I think it was worth the wait. I liked it. I thought it was cute. And that's
But
what
the
you
thing
want
about-
after joke. Cute.
The thing with Ray, though, and the way I'm sorry, my throat's fucked up.
Sorry, don't be scared.
He's got it's affairs of the heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's feelings there. Ray's gonna kill me for saying this, but there's
you're right. You're right.
that guy, right? This is happening. Ray, it's like it's like a 15-year-old kid. You can't control what the heart wants, and so he is, trying to control it a little bit. And she's
not cool, Joe.
Beautiful,
You don't
intelligent.
talk about my girl like that.
And I dig that. I get that. And I have no problem with him being a man and looking out for his girl and sticking up for his lady. But directed at the people who are attacking your lady.
Well, you're his mother.
I know. Oh my God, you have no idea, Carlos.
Ray went on a and he said this many times, and he did it over the weekend too, where he talks about how his mom didn't like him when he was growing up. Because
Really?
he has ADHD and he has anxiety, and none of those things were diagnosed or dealt with growing up. So he was a giant pain in the ass as a kid, and his mother would let him know. Once he started exercising and running, Ray feels that's a great treatment for his anxiety. So, but he would constantly go at his mother, and Shuli is sort of the impromptu. You're the stand-in. Kevin Brennan's his dad. You're his mom. But Shuli, I gotta ask you.
Go ahead.
On behalf of the trolls.
Go ahead.
There is a parallel to be made from your day on Howard Stern show. There was the great fight between you and Gary Delabate.
Sure.
Where he said you're a professional victim. May I play an audio clip?
Please. I love that.
You, Gary. You're a professional victim. You make problems for yourself.
You've said that to Ray.
Oh, well, yeah. And maybe back then I was. I don't necessarily think that I was creating problems. I think that Gary that was the fight where I'm bothering him too much. That what that fight? Right.
Howard, let's not forget. Shuli's been with us for 10 years, done a great job. We hired a whack packer.
Right. And
Carlos
Gary,
That's a nasty comment. That's a, I mean, right?
It is from an upset person because he knew.
From an upset gorilla.
Oh, you knew. No, he knew that this thing coming on the air was not going to go in his favor. Because if your job is a producer, Carlos, and people are supposed to come to you with
for the record, I don't know what a producer does. I'm not Ray's producer. I have no idea. I just want to throw that out. That's why I got pissed at Ray. Sorry. Go ahead, Shuli.
Well, you're basically you're a filter, right? You have to filter out things that are interesting, that are good for the air from the things that are not. And as a producer, your job is to set all these things up and produce them and have them ready. His argument at that time was that I was bothering him. Now, I'm not just sitting here going, hey, man, I saw a cloud that looked like a dragon today. You want to talk about it? It was whatever was being talked about on the air. If I had something to add to it, who am I going to go to? The phone screener? Jason Kaplan? Will Murray? You're the producer. You're the toll booth guy. You're the one who says whether you can go in or not.
Was the problem the structure of the organization that you had no one else to go? I mean, it seemed like Gary's probably purposely set up as to be that filter to make him nuts. Is that what's going on?
Well,
and then what have you done? So if Ray's doing the same thing to you, what changes are you making in the structure of all this?
Listen, I wish Ray bothered me all day long with bit suggestions and segment ideas and whatever the fuck I was pitching at that. Remember, I'm pitching. I'm not bitching. The only one bitching there is Gary because he's annoyed that I throw too many things at him, according to him. But if you played the rest of that argument, you'll hear at one point.
I'd rather take it out of context. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're good.
Bob's
that Howard agreed with me, and he said, Gary, I'd rather he'd throw 500 things at you, and one of them is gold, than for you to yell at him and now call him a cunt, and now he's not going to bother you anymore. And everything changed.
Carlos, can you play the clip of Shuli saying that he actually agreed with Hitler? Play that clip. You remember?
Here it is.
Right. You got to plant that flag in Mount Vagina. Thank you.
That's a good one.
This guy's good.
But Shuli, can I ask one more question now that I've derailed your show? I apologize.
No, this is great.
We love this.
Yeah.
There's speculation among old Howard Stern fans like myself.
Yes. Very old.
By the way, I love you. I love Bob. I love Mike Morris. I love the BS show.
Go fuck us now. Go ahead.
You're carrying on the legacy in a weird way of the Howard Stern. I admire it. But was that the moment you knew you were done on that show? Because
Not at all.
Not at all.
It actually was a complete opposite. That was the moment where I stopped giving a fuck about getting on the air, getting my clips played, being able to do impressions on the air. I gave up on all of it. I said, I don't give a fuck if I ever come in this studio again. Fuck Gary. Fuck them all. And you know what? A week later, somebody's like, hey, Shuli does a great Tan Mom impression. And I felt like that the minute I stopped getting in my own way by sitting here thinking all the time, how come I'm not in there right now? High pitches on the phone. I should be in there doing that. That was my mentality for a while. And that kept me out of there. So after that fight, everything changed. My airtime went up. I was in the studio so much more. It was a complete game changer.
Because you know why? Howard's like, oh, that'll upset Gary if I have him in more, and he knows what he's doing. It's perfect radio.
And also maybe Howard didn't know how many ideas you were bringing to the table, even though they weren't, being filtered.
I put most of the blame on me, not even on Gary. I think my mentality at the time was my own worst enemy. Why am I not in there? Maybe it was a victim.
I just found the only man worse at finding a clitoris than Aaron. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I felt like once I dropped all that baggage, everything turned around. So
what about did you feel did you have a position, a higher position on the not Jay Moore? I just forgot. Jay Thomas. I apologize. Yeah. Was it weird going from on Jay Thomas where you were like a second mic on that show?
I was his co-host on Friday.
It was an easy run for you there. That was easy. Like I sat in a couple of times, and yeah, it was like it wasn't. It was the show just happened, and that was it. And
Jay was such a pro. Jay was such a fucking pro, and so good at radio, and so good at what I found the clip of him interviewing Kevin Bacon that I want to play next time I do a rabbit hole show. But it's so awkward. It's so good, and he was such a
and
great.
then Shuli had an idea. He went up to Gary and he goes, I want Howard to interview Bacon, just regular Bacon. And that's why Gary said, you have to go.
Right.
But I was like, would you come back from that show? You're like the second mic there. And then you got your boss on the Howard Stern show calling you a cunt.
Yeah.
Was that tough to deal with? Did that fuck with you? And why don't you have more sympathy for Ray then after saying all this?
Yeah.
Because Ray's a completely different story. Ray brings it all on himself. He's not, I was told
it takes a while for Ray to listen. Okay. Like a dog. It's like training a dog. You can give him the push, which we're giving him a huge push. You know what I mean? So people are ready to go when he's on because he's unique. He gets himself in trouble in his own interviews. Like when he called the woman, she's too old. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. It's so unique to watch that I sit there and I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
And that's his comedy. That's essentially, that's what makes it watchable. Yeah. He did have like, Elise was on. It was like just so cool, smoking her cigarettes and reading her stars and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts opening up about, they're both drinking. She starts opening up about some type of childhood trauma, right? And she's going to start revealing things about herself that people that can relate to. And Ray just puts the kibosh on her and starts talking about his shit. Like angrily says, no one cares.
That's what I'm saying. When you're on there, that's why I hit you up. I said he would just you bring up something very interesting, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, this guy $5.99 says," and then you have to bring it back after he's trying to take it away. Compelling radio, and it's weird.
Speaking of which,
Ari says, "I've never complained about a chatter to Ray. That's a fact." Well, I mean, I've heard the opposite when he's talked to me, that he's like, hey, she gets upset when people take shots at her, which I would understand. It's not a fun thing.
I want to have a test right now with the audience. 1 and 2 you would put in there. Well, who's your favorite girl that Ray doesn't fuck? Is it Ari 1 or is it Elise 2?
It's a great question.
You know,
put him up in the chat. What's 2?
He's like the worst pimp. He thinks that he runs these girls and he gets no money from it, nothing.
I see a 9 in there. I don't know what that's about. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. We're in a dead heat. 1, 0. Somebody put up. Somebody wrote Chandler. David Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler. He's good.
Good guy. Good egg.
Boy. He is.
I think we're in a dead heat. Somebody put up 1982, so I don't know what that 444. People are not going along with your idea, Bob. 3, 867-5309. All right,
it's pretty close.
Was that one of your employees?
I don't know. This whole thing is run.
It was. He's fired.
He's fired for pulling a gun on an old man. No, for not having the video already. Thank you. This is you're making us look bad, Joe, in front of Steel Toe. What's your thoughts on Steel Toe there?
Well, I'm sorry.
No.
Relax,
Joe. Jesus Christ. He's in the sprinter starter blocks, just shaking, ready for the gun to go off. Yes, you, Carlos.
Well, like I said earlier, I think what they did on Thursday was an example of real conversation. It's the type of conversation that at least 49-year-old losers like me who watch YouTube all day and bemoan the fact that Howard Stern isn't what he was and O&A no longer exists. That's the type of conversation I want. I don't want prepackaged morning radio stuff. I don't give a shit about like producer Joe's opinion on what's happening in Ukraine or whatever Reddit video is. Who gives a shit about that stuff?
Thank you.
I like the actual interaction, and I thought that was good. I think he should do more of it. Yeah. And I thought the way they handled it on Twitter was real, but insane. I think that's an age thing too. They're both a little younger.
I think he should talk more about stuff that he can't finish.
Just make that every
Yeah.
He goes, I ordered a large pizza the other day. I couldn't finish it. Stuff like that.
I'm just. Is this guy insulting me? What?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, I am Irish, and people you should not drink.
We got.
So, Shuli, do you take offense at any of the stuff that Ray says and does that he's not appreciative?
Yeah, and I thought he was fired as of Thursday or Friday. I thought you kind of left that as a cliffhanger, although I didn't listen to the members only thing because I'm cheap. But is he still on the network?
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
What do you mean? Of course he is. You said you're out of the business, out of the Ray business.
I'm out of the taking calls from Ray at 1 a.m. business.
But why is it okay for you to call? But here's something that I should have asked Ray, and Chatters brought it up because they know what's what. Ray can't call you or text you at 11 p.m., 12 a.m. But you did it to Bob Levy, who all Bob Levy does all day is give and give and give to this network.
And then
but that's okay.
And then you know what he does at night? He stays up all night watching midgets on TV. Yeah. So, and the conversation. Yeah, Bob does midget shows. It's fiction along with Perry and
it's Perry, midgets, and my new show. New show with the the people that are stuck in that town at the diner.
I speak from.
Okay.
Look
at Chandler.
Chandler gifting 20 subs on Twitch. Did I mention we're on Twitch? Thank you, Chandler.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, where's he been? I haven't seen him for a minute. Good to see
Taking care
you.
of business.
Good for you, pal.
But circling back, just because obviously Ray's doing better now because he's on this network.
I think it's a combination. I think the network. I think MLC. I'm not going to sit here and say it's all us, but at least I know, he's got a platform now. People are tuning in, and I love that.
Subscribers.
Can I show you something real quick, Shuli?
Yeah.
So this is Ray's Rock Bottom channel's subscriber count. What do you think happened right here?
We can't see anything, by the way.
Hold on.
God damn it.
Wow, I really
Somebody's
do.
Getting fired and it ain't Ray.
So
zero today. Go ahead.
What do you think this coincide? If you had to guess, just off the top of your head, what do you think happened in this region?
No, that's Pottstown.
That's him starting on the network.
Okay.
So
I think it was like a 400% increase or a 250% increase in subscribers, right? Or page views.
The beginning of February, right there. Boom.
Somebody wake up Kevin, tell him there's numbers being shown on the channel quickly.
But I do think it is a combination. As much as I love you, Mike Morse.
No,
there was a lot going on. The Chad drama helped Ray DeVito a lot because that what was going on in addition to him moving around. I mean, you put him on because he dries himself off with paper towels in gymnasiums, right? That's why he got on. So there was a weird Ray momentum happening.
It's
that you guys definitely helped and capitalized off.
He doesn't live like anyone else that I've ever met. He has so many things that are odd, and like carrying blankets in the hotel. Everything he does is not normal. Everywhere he goes is not normal. And I love
still
it.
Brought up. I'm sorry.
Can I ask you, Carlos? You know him very well. You're very close.
All right. Here's the thing, Shuli. I don't know him very well. I mean, I've done his podcast, and we've become. What do I call you, Carlos?
No. But what I'm saying is, you found out about his parents. You know about his background. You know more stuff than I do. More stuff than Bob does. My question to you is, okay, does he know why people find him so fascinating?
No.
Does he get it?
I honestly don't know.
Follow-up question. If you were to explain it to him, what do you think his reaction would be? Because
he wouldn't listen.
Because leaning into it is not something that can be accomplished with this. What's appealing about Ray is the organic nature of it, right? The in the moment Ray, what comes out of his mouth. You can't script, you can't write a character like this.
The childlike person that he is.
Right, or just
what? Look.
But I think at the end of the day, I'm a normie, right? I'm a nobody.
Yeah.
I work a boring job and I have for 25 years.
No, we were talking about that before you came on. Yeah, go ahead.
You guys are now men of advanced age trying to make a living off your comics.
Thank you.
Like just to go into that profession, you have to, right? There's got to be some type of sense of denial, right? Because you have to be, there's so much rejection. There's so many ups and downs.
We're all fucked up.
My life was perfect.
Obviously.
No, my family growing up was perfect, but I kind of was in a weird area then.
You lived in Staten Island, so that's in itself.
Yeah, well,
that's 50% of it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, so Ray may have blinders on as to why some of the things he does is funny other than jokes, like just the way he sort of arranges his life. He's not exactly sure of that because he's a stand-up comic and he's trying to make a living in entertainment, which seems counterproductive for anybody to even go into that field.
I'm a comic, Bob.
He needs that private parts moment where Howard was reading that ad and he was bullshitting and he got caught in the lie and he just admitted he was real. He just admitted it on the air. And his wife at the time was like, do a show like that, right? Like he needs that aha moment where it just clicks for him, but it can't be staged. It can't be scripted. He's just got to be comfortable going on as him and just opening this brain up and opening that mouth and letting it all come out. I think that's a home run for him.
I think he does that to a certain extent because the thing that first attracted me to Ray, and I mean that, of course, platonically. I don't want to see any bullshit in the chat, but like I'm watching this guy. Well, first of all, it was.
David. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. David giving 1,000 bits over there.
What is that?
Twitch.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I mean,
a lot of bits.
Let me do the math real quick.
Oh, it's Twitch. Okay, so it's money.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you. 1,000 bits.
That's 100 bits.
I like how the show comes to a halt so Shuli can count his money, literally.
That is 1,000 bits equals $10, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the 10 bones, baby. Appreciate it. Go ahead. False alarm, guys. Let's get back to the story.
Somebody's getting ham this weekend.
Shuli was thinking that was going to be $100,000.
I was about to hit the siren. I had the siren hooked up weeks ago. I have yet to turn it on.
He could finally get out of the Ray business. Nope. Nope.
Bits are cents. Got it.
Oh.
Thank you, dude. Makes sense now. Go ahead.
I don't remember what I was saying.
But we're just
that Ray does it. He does do that thing. Yeah, but he holds it back when it gets to, okay, here's what he does. He does do that, but once it starts getting really interesting and deeper, he pulls out of it and goes, this guy says this, you know?
Well, I think you guys, it was, I think when you guys invited him to Pottstown and then, lied and said you didn't, and he got really upset about that.
Sure.
I never invited him.
Well, all right. It was you and Anthony Zenhauser, I think, Shuli, talked about what Ray's top concern is getting gigs. Oh, and when producer Joe chased the guy off there because he didn't like his political views.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys, maybe I just fucked this all up, but you guys were saying that, well, Ray's concern is getting gigs. He doesn't want to, and I think that's a legitimate concern because he's a road comic, right? He's out there ham and egging it. He's out there grinding all the time. And so he's very much, he needs gigs, right? That's how he feeds himself. That's how he pays for those fucking bobbleheads.
Gig, not as an event. That he looked at that as a gig. It was only about making money. It was nothing about it was an event that was going to be there.
Right.
But he'll pull back when you guys start get into it with him about that, or where Joe threatened to kill the crazy hippie guy. Ray just thinks like, oh, how is this going to affect my ability to get the next gig? And I think that's when he pulls back and he gets a little controlling over what is said. But then, none of it makes sense because he's on MLC. It's the nicest guy in comedy and the most hilariously toxic guy in comedy somehow. So I know the chat gets to Ray, it gets you, and it's like basically sometimes his chat at night is essentially just off yourself. I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of what it becomes at times. I think because the chat, everyone, I do it. We all think we're hosting our own show, you know, and it gets weird.
Well, believe me, if I had a bit for every time somebody told me to kill myself, it'd be more than $10. I'll tell you that. It'd be more than 1,000 bits.
Just
Gary alone
inside your house. You know the people that tell you.
Carlos is right. Gary alone, I could retire off of that.
Howard, there was a period of time, Shuli doesn't even know this, where we had to document how many times he came to me in the morning because it was all that was happening.
Well, it certainly wasn't work happening in that office. I'll tell you that.
I love how Carlos turns it off as soon as Shuli tries to stand up for himself.
No, I love Carlo. Please.
No, he's great at this. That's what I'm saying.
That conversation. I mean, it's a great fight. I mean, it's just
Yeah, like I mean, this was the guy who would just play Sporkle and solitaire in his office for hours on end. But I was the asshole coming to him and going, "Hey, you know that story he just brought up? Jeff the Drunk had a similar thing." And he'd go, he wouldn't even look at me. Right? This is the move. Like
he hated you.
Like the camera is me, right? And Gary's typing on his computer like this, and I would come in and he would go, "Hey, Gary, you know such and such and such," and he'd go. You just do that. You go, and I would walk out and I'd be like, okay, all right. But it didn't stop me. I said, I'm going to keep trying because I felt like that's what I'm there for. You know, I wasn't live writing at that time. I want to say, I don't know. I don't think the news was still happening, but I wasn't live writing at that time. I was just kind of back there floating, you know, they didn't really have a spot for me. I was sitting in Scott's studio, then got in trouble for stuff in there with Benji. Had to have a meeting with Howard where we got yelled at. So
was that ever revealed on the air?
No, it was. So I'll tell the story real quick. It was when Robin would start her news, a bunch of us that were in Scott's studio, we started a game where we would write down a time of when we think the news would end. And the news ending is based on Robin saying, and that's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
So
and what else?
Right. What else, Robin? Every time you hear that, we're like, fuck. Everybody picks a time, right? And we all put $5 in the pot, and whoever comes closest to that time without going over wins the money. And we started doing it as a joke one day, and before you know it, a lot of people got involved. We're talking like $80 was on the line every day. And you would hear like the guys would be in the office and all of a sudden you hear Howard go, what else, Robin? And somebody is like on that time, like 11:55, and they'd be like, no! People yelling. And he'd go, and that's what's happening. And people would scream and they would be excited. So, of course, somebody catches wind, somebody talks, and Jason Kaplan, I see him kind of poking around here and there. Now, I know our time is limited now with this bit, right? And one day after the show ends, Marcy comes into Scott's studio, and she says to Benji and I, she goes, can you guys hang out after the show? Howard wants to talk to you, which is never, hey, guys.
How often did that happen? How often did it?
Never, unless you're in trouble. That's the whole reason why Marcy was there. There's these buffers now where he doesn't have to get involved. So the fact that she's saying he wants to see you and talk to you after the show, I knew it was, but I didn't think it was about this game that we were playing, right?
The gambling ring, the illegal gambling ring.
Oh, it's all up and up. It's all on the up and up. Everybody there put their money in willingly. They knew what they were doing. And took off, swept the whole office. Everybody loved it. They couldn't wait for the news. So we go in there, we sit down on the couch, and it was so weird because I was just like, I thought you were on my team, man. I thought you guys had my back. He goes, but you're sitting in there betting on when Robin will shut the fuck up. He's like, what the fuck? And we're like, no, we're not doing that. We're just betting on the time the show. And he wasn't having any of it. He was just like, and at one point he goes, you guys go home right after the fucking news ends? And I'm like, excuse me. I stay till about 4:30 or 5. Benji goes home. I said, you can yell at us about this betting thing, but you're not going to label me going home and fucking sorry. Right. I'm here all goddamn day. So yeah, we got yelled at for that. And we're told we were not team players and we're working against him by betting on the time when Robin stopped talking. So that was a fun little meeting. And that never.
That's when you knew it was over.
No, it went on.
No, he doesn't take
it was
a
the
hint.
pandemic. You decided to move to.
He doesn't take a hint, Mike said.
Right. Sorry, I stepped on that, Mike.
When I realized I couldn't annoy Gary anymore from home like I could in office, that's when I knew I was done. So
now, was there any time that anybody kind of tried to push the narrative on when she was going to end? Like, was there any tampering?
No, we never
No.
got involved like Scott,
Right.
sending Langford in or
Right.
coming in and potting down Howard's board for $100 from Johnny Fratto. No, that's why we did it that way. We figure it's harmless. We're not going to get in trouble for it. Like, it's not affecting anything on the air.
Yeah.
It's just us back here betting on stuff. And apparently
You're a troll.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It's not something, we're not tweeting about it. We're not talking. It's just in-house, in the back, 6, 7, 8 people, whatever. That's it. So it's just jealousy that we were having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all about it.
Maybe if you let Marcy in on the ring. Yeah.
Oh, I let her know everything. She still was not happy about it.
Well, yeah, tell her.
Was she hot? What did she look like?
Redhead. She wasn't bad.
Huh?
Yeah.
Didn't she end up dating somebody from the show at some point?
She ended up marrying someone. She's married to somebody from the show.
Howard. Which
Really?
is weird.
The job, the show itself.
Wait, who was it? May I ask? I can't remember.
I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but the person isn't on air, so it. But
I thought it was somebody who was the back office radio guy. All right, sorry. Then I thought it was one of the interns.
Name has been thrown around throughout the years, and I don't know. He's not a player.
Elliot Orphan.
Yes, the elegant one. She's Mrs. Elegant. So
who has a stronger legacy from the show? Shuli, you or? Because I'm nervous about this question.
Go ahead.
You or Stuttering John? Who are people going to remember?
Oh, I think Stuttering John, the body of work, him going out and doing those interviews, number one, they were great. Number two, ball busting in that studio back then, he was great at. I've never been a John hater until he fucking started shit with me. I was a fan of John. Used to talk to John on the phone all the time when I would call in with my games and questions, and he would help me out until you needed to bust his balls, and then he wasn't helping you out anymore. So I think I'm not delusional here.
You said that before. I was just trying to ease the path so John will show up for MLC on Tuesday. So it doesn't get sabotaged. I'm a big fan, John.
Carlos is a big fan of everybody. But
yeah, you said I fence it. I don't understand that. Why can't I like Chad and Ray? What's wrong with that?
I take it back. You don't fence it. You lay on it. It's amazing. I've never seen anybody.
Have you seen my girth?
Yeah,
I've never seen somebody so comfortable on top of a fence before.
You could teach Bob a few things.
I don't think I fence it.
Okay.
I just not.
I don't think so
I'm led
either.
around. I'm not led around by other people.
Right. See, according to that graphic, you totally fence it.
No, that's fake.
Oh, that's not real. That's not you?
That's not. That's Kevin Brennan wasn't even there when they took that picture. Sounds like more. Are the landscapers there?
Ronnie's getting.
Yeah, where's the landscape? Is here or there?
It's at Mike.
They can't be in my yard. There's no grass there.
Oh, it's not.
Who's cutting the lawn at this fucking time? Is that my house?
That's Mike's.
It's not here. It's raining. I don't know if you can hear the thunder.
It's
thundering
mine.
like a motherfucker.
It's yours? And you've been yelling at Mike this whole time?
No, but it's not here.
It's there here.
Where? Look at him.
I tied a knife to my belt, which was the style at the time.
So it's just Joe playing noise the whole time? Is that what just happened?
No, the bagpipes was Joe playing, but we will remember you both. Shuli was a different character in the show, but he was just as important in John in a different way. Thanks, DG. I appreciate it.
That's you lie to Shuli like that.
Yeah. I'll take it. I need a good lie every now and then. Nothing wrong with that. So what do we got Ray-wise, boys? Because I know there was some stuff going on over the weekend.
Don't we have Ray-wise?
I don't know. You tell me. What do we got? Set me up here.
Do we have a take a break? It's almost 20 after.
Oh shit, we do have to take
it's the front of my house.
Okay. Well, Carlos, hang out. Don't go anywhere. We're just gonna play some ads, go take a piss, take a shit, go smoke a bowl, whatever you need to do.
If you could do all of that in the 5 minutes, I'd be very impressed.
Yeah, I'll send you my Venmo too. I'll take care of that.
Yes, please do. I'll take care of you. I sent Carl some money last night for his appearance on the show because we did so well. I felt like, you know what? The guy hung 3 hours. Anthony, I feel like it's an insult to send him what I sent Carl.
Carl just bought a palatial estate in Florida. What is waterfront property?
I know, but you know
hanging
what?
out with Hulk Hogan.
But you know what? They were part of something last night. They should be rewarded for it. So I sent Carl some money. Won't say
in other words,
the
you feel guilty for stealing his bit.
Won't say the. That's right. Hush money. I gave him hush money. Turn the other way. And I won't say the amount, but what I will say, have the commercial ready, please. Because I want to go to break as soon as I'm done saying this. I will not reveal the amount. What I will reveal is that he said I paid him more than MLC has ever paid him. Let's go
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shuli Network would like to welcome a new sponsor joining us, Factor. Now, if you don't know what Factor is, you're about to learn. Factor is healthy eating made easy. Fresh, ready meals delivered to your doorstep. During the prime spring season, you need wholesome, convenient meals to energize you for warmer, more active days and keep you on track for reaching your goals. Factor's America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. It can help you fuel up fast with ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and tackle everything on your to-do list. You're too busy to cook this May? I get it. Mother's Day, Father's Day, a lot of days. With Factor, you skip the trips to the grocery store. You skip the chopping, the prepping, the cleaning up. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat it up and enjoy. Then get back outside, soak up the warmer weather. Looking for calorie-conscious options ahead of summer? Try delicious, dietitian-approved, calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. Need an extra boost of energy to support your wellness goals for this spring? Try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. They offer delicious, flavor-packed options on the menu each week, fit in a variety of lifestyles from keto to calorie smart, vegan plus veggie, and protein plus, and is prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians. Each meal has all the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long while meeting your goals. And if you're looking to mix it up, you can add a protein to select vegan and veggie meals each week. They have 34 plus chef-prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options. There's always something new to try. Plus, you can round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of more than 45 add-ons, including breakfast items like delicious apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, bacon and egg breakfast skillet. I mean, the more I tell you, the more hungry you're going to get. The sooner you need to jump on this. You know, with Factor, you can rest assured you're making a sustainable choice. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions to your door. Source 100% renewable energy for their production sites and offices. This May, get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meal and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. So here's what you do. Head to factormeals.com/Shuli50. Use the code Shuli50, SHULI50, to get 50% off your first box. That's code Shuli50 at factormeals.com/Shuli50 to get 50% off your first box. Go to the site, get your 50% off, and we thank Factor for being a sponsor of the Shuli Network. Let's get back to the show. Friends, family, and loved ones. I bet you haven't purchased a Father's Day gift yet, have you? Not to fear, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming are here. I'm talking about our pals at Manscaped. They're saving the day yet again with the total package for the father figure in your life. It's time to upgrade his game from waist to face. With this exclusive offer, have him join the 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Shuli Show at manscaped.com. That was cool. It's Father's Day. Let's be honest. We've all seen our pops naked, right? It ain't pretty. And his appearance down there, looked like he was on the ABA All-Star team. I mean, it was lush. A lot going on. So, we can't follow in our father's mistakes. We have to go the opposite way and look presentable In the game of life, being a dad is never easy, but it's time to treat your pops like the ultimate Father's Day MVP with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside the package, he'll find their signature Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, brand new Weed Whacker 2.0, ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, a travel bag to hold his goodies. I mean, what more do you want? Lasers? Oh, and we can't forget about the moneymaker. Manscaped has absolutely changed the game with their brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit for fathers around the world. I live by this thing now. I love it. Included is the Beard Hedger Trimmer, beard shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, beard balm, and 2 free gifts with their signature beard comb and scissors. We all know dads love their comfort. If his grooming routine is already dialed, make sure to hook him up with Manscaped Boxers 2.0. As silly as this sounds, this might be my favorite thing in the entire package. Love them. So comfortable. Perfect. It's without a doubt the best boxers for men of all ages. So get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Shuli Show at manscaped.com. What'd you say? Bring that back? That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code Shuli Show. Make this Father's Day one he won't forget with Manscaped. Thank you, Manscaped. Let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, everybody.
Cool jazz. Yeah.
Cool jazz. I don't people adding to the advertising. Yes, go ahead. Plug something.
I don't know if this is legal or not, but Ray DeVito does have hot sauce, Silk City hot sauce. I haven't tried it.
What's the name of Ray's hot sauce?
I don't have my glasses on. I know something brain. Pain in the brain.
Pain in the brain. Go get it. Go get it.
Get mine too on there. I got a new improved one on there.
What's the name of your old one, Bob?
I have no idea.
Something about ass licking.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but the other one's different. It's really good.
What's that one called?
I have no idea.
Cool. Sounds good. Great plug.
Go on silkcityhotsauce.com.
And ask for something.
Type I have no idea in the search bar and leave you
No, just look for the one with my name on it. What the fuck? You got to do everything for you fucking people?
Leave the last S off, so I don't know what the fuck this is called.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
I hate to circle back, but
there it is. Look how beautiful that is. Andy from Ontario did the artwork.
I love that. We should hire that guy.
He's from Canada.
We should
get that picture. Maybe they could get it in focus next time. You know, it's marketing material.
Who was that, Joe? That fucking Joe.
No, that was the people from Silk City took that.
Oh shit!
Great people over there in Silk City. They're awesome.
Hi, Jeff.
Shout out to the Silk City people. We love them. Big fans.
Jeff Levine.
I hate to circle back, but I just jumped on Twitter real quick while I was grabbing a quick smoke, and Misery Loves Clips posted something from Steel Toe. We watched I didn't see this beginning part, and I'd like to play this beginning part for.
We're pulling it up right now, Shuli.
Yeah, for my partners here, because it's pretty interesting statement on Aaron's part. I did not know that. Well, I don't want to ruin it. I'll check it out. Go ahead.
Joe.
Shout out to Misery Loves Clips, by the way. Go ahead.
I had to watch people get enraged that I wasn't in a shame spiral over what was, as Bob Levy texted me and said, remarkably good radio. He's like,
it was a funny bit.
He's like, it was a really funny segment of radio. He's like, and I'm like, do these amateurs not understand? To make something good, you don't always have to be comfortable. You know, there's got to be a wounded pride, a hurt dignity when you're that high up. I mean, hell, I was just a #1 rated morning radio talk show host. And I come to YouTube and I look at some of the people that are around me and I go, I'm way better than this. This is garbage. I don't want to be associated with these fucking people. They're insane. So I can only imagine what it was like for Stuttering John. So he ends his show in November.
And we heard all this part. Yeah. But I didn't know we were amateurs. That we could learn so much from a guy like Aaron. #1 radio, morning radio, and didn't he pay to go on the radio?
That's
Yeah,
what
that
alleged
is
by
100% what he did. It's called brokering a program. Just like if you've ever noticed on a Saturday, you have the attorney or like the car mechanic that does a quote unquote show.
Sports betting in Vegas every Sunday morning, every AM station you put on was dudes telling you, come to my website, call this 800 number or whatever, 900 number, and I will give you the best picks of the day. And all those dudes did was buy airtime. That's the only way they were on. You buy the time and keep the ad money. Yeah. So yeah, it's paid programming. Well, I'm glad you were I guess the checks kept clearing, so they made you number one. That's not radio. That's not. That's like saying I graduated top of my class in community college. Who gives a fuck?
Ray, sorry.
What did Schimmel say? Community college is high school with ashtrays. Yeah, I mean,
all I can think is how literally dangerous it would have been if producer Joe and Chad Zumach teamed up for a show that was supposed to happen at one point.
Yeah,
I don't want to make those guys angry.
I mean, it wasn't
writing with Bob Levy. Oh, come on, that's not even true.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know the funny thing is, people think what?
Did you text him and compliment him?
What do you say? Remarkable? That's not a word I use. Let me say.
No, it did not sound like you. Yeah.
No, it's never remarkable. What am I in? Remarkable, like in Little Rascals.
Okay. Again, a 90-year-old reference. Thank you.
Okay. What is it? Okay.
Devil's advocate. Good steel toe.
I have him on the guy that can't make her come.
I've been referring to the other people who criticized them, and not you guys. Yeah, I'm lost. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he meant by that.
That sounded like something Bob Levy would write.
Right.
Okay, where is it? I'm in green.
How do you spell remarkable?
Whoa.
Off to a good start.
REMARKABLE.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe you did send that.
Let's see.
Right. You gotta plant that flag in Mount Vagina. Thank you. Thank you. You know what to clip, my friend. You know the goal.
My kid is reaching that age where I have to talk to him, and now I've got the opener for him.
Yeah.
Here's what I said. Yo, brother, you and April did killer radio the other day. It doesn't matter what the haters say. It was very compelling.
That's very nice of you to say that. And,
wow.
and
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
look, I seen
the
guy.
The whole thing is, I seen, you know what I mean? I seen a man getting all the testosterone taken out of him. Like I seen it like coming out of his body, like his soul came out of him. And it was like I needed to just pat him on the head and say, get her next time, fella.
Here's a lollipop.
Yeah.
Right. Happens to the best of them, kid. Dust off.
Tyler, you think you can scratch somewhere else?
Who? What?
He digs at his feet. Hey, Tyler. Holy shit.
Yeah, you need another dog. I think that's a great idea.
No, it's fine. I'm getting it, and that's it.
Oh my God.
I'm sure all the rescue agencies have a picture of Bob now after listening. Tyler!
He's 86. It's like a
don't
casino.
adopt.
It's like a casino catching a cheater. They pass it along to every other shelter.
Come here. Tyler, come here. You deaf motherfucker.
Give him a little whiskey. He'll be fine.
He only wants stuff when he wants stuff.
Chris Abels has no network and gets 600 live viewers.
I don't know. How many? Okay, what's the show up to now? We'll have to put it on here.
I don't know.
Humming.
Did they get a lot of viewers this last one because Ari was on, or do they always do those numbers?
I don't know.
Like the last 2 weeks, like him and Bobby Friend, I've been in there. Yeah, there's been several hundred people watching.
That's great. So. That's great. Bobby
Bring
Friend.
them over.
Listen, if they want to rock, I mean, but it sounds like they're doing just fine. You know.
Are we in like a second season of the Shuli Network now? Right, you got what's his name, Dixon.
Yeah, we've moved some shows around. I think we're just gonna, put up the ones that people are digging. and the ones that they're not, with no hard feelings, we wish them all the best.
Joe's getting his neo-Nazi show.
Keep pretending to give Joe a show.
Okay, Abel's show got 1,900 right now. So
that's great. That's
yeah.
great for them, man. And
Yeah.
and they're two great guys. And
Mhm.
go support them, subscribe, donate, all that stuff. Hook those boys up. Bobby Fran is a pro. He really is.
No, he is.
No, not for nothing, but guys like he's still talking about these amateurs. Look at a guy like Carlos Danger. Look at Bobby Fran, Abel. These guys are great. These guys are really good. And they've been
But
doing
they don't
it.
have a radio voice like.
That's right. That's right. Let's talk about the submarine, guys, for an hour and a half. Nobody's doing that. What are your thoughts?
Transvestites.
Is Levy Land done? Jake Hudson wants to know. Well, it's holding
Talk
on
to
by a
Levy Land.
thread.
It's
What?
his name. I don't, talk to Levy Land. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. We're gonna have to go. If we don't go up this week, it might have to take a break. It's
Might just
I
be
work really
renamed
hard.
Land.
Jake Land.
Show's about as reliable as my car. It's got like 80,000. Just never know until you start it.
Till you turn that key, you never know. To be fair, call Shuli whatever you want, but he has always claimed that when other people win, the Shuli network wins too. If they're on this network, yeah.
We are allowed to call you anything we want.
Yes, absolutely. As much as I like Ray, I kind of feel sorry for Ray trying to white knight nice guy his way into AJ's good graces. Total Aaron vibes, to be honest. Were you surprised that Ray was out on a date over the weekend, Carlos Danger?
I mean, I don't.
And that's not a knock on Ray. Like he can't date. It's just about I thought things were going on with him and Ari, so I was surprised.
He washed his hands with that.
Well, I'm taking Ray at his word.
Yeah,
I assume he was telling the truth. I mean, he did have little details like he keeps mouthwash in his trunk at all times.
That was weird.
Ray's got to stop drinking. I will say that he's got to stop drinking.
100%.
I don't mean to throw stones, but if you keep mouthwash in your car because you're assuming you're going to have beer on your breath, that's not a good sign.
And what a great run for shows if he were to quit and kind of go through that process on the air and bring the listeners in on it. And
yeah, it worked so well for Artie Lang, didn't it?
maybe. Yeah, I was thinking that when we woke him up with symbols, I go, this is going great. I don't know. I think real Ray, it's not about the guests. And I told him this when he first started. I said, the first 10 minutes of your show, don't bring the guest in. Just talk to the chat. Just interact with the chat. Because I feel like that's where he shines the most.
And I think I said this weeks ago.
He doesn't listen to the guests. You know that.
And he doesn't have to stream every day. I know Kevin says he should be striking while the iron is hot, but I just don't think Ray has to stream every single night. Because the chat turns.
I don't think he has an iron.
All right, hot plate.
We give tons of super chats to get Chris Abel's trashed. I love that. There you go. That's funny. If Ray quits drinking and then the super chatters donate to push him back into drinking, that's fun.
But he just played Russian roulette online. Hey.
Yeah, right. Ray, nobody's doing that on YouTube. It's a great idea, Carlos. Ray acts like a 1950s teenager. Who crates Ray while he's out of town, though? It's a great question, Brandon Network. Is this breakfast get together at the village?
I don't like your new picture, Bird. Put the other one back.
That was Terry Nee, right?
Yeah, I don't. He looks more. His eyes are fucked up in it.
Can Morse blink less? No, he cannot. Give your plugs, Ari. 3 fake dogs.
What the fuck you? Where you come in with that fucking goddamn little kind face?
The fucking dogs aren't real now either.
What the hell was that image, though? You got Abu Ghraib shit going on? What was that?
What was that? What do we got?
That's Ray.
That's Ray. Bad Ray. That's when he's bad. He goes in.
A glimpse into producer Joe's mind.
Nelson, Ray is like John. They are interesting and funny when they're themselves, but they want to be known as comedians who write their own jokes. Thoughts on that, Carlos?
again, I have to be measured.
Mike,
but
get away.
He'll never be mad at you.
Ray,
nobody supports him more than you.
Oh, Jesus.
Good.
That was Mike all through the 80s. Coke to the gills, hanging out at the Limelight.
Puppets, bushes, all kinds of shit pouring out of them. Coke. I love it.
Doing threesomes with, what's his name? Neil Berliner? Was that guy?
Yes.
The roast writer.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook. No, I think Ray, he's a great, like in terms of a documentary, like this is the life of a road comic. This is a life of guys, he's trying to make it.
Well,
and
not really. I mean, it's kind of.
Come on, Bob. Let me have my dreams, Bob.
No, but I'm saying he doesn't listen. Like I said, listen to me. You'll make more money because you can't say yes all the time.
Yeah, his schedule is very weird. Well, where he'll be like in Oklahoma one day and then Maine the next day. It's like it's not the way you put it together. Yeah.
I just feel like he's he's honest. Like he's out there and he is who he is. He's the guy trying to make a couple of bucks by going from gig to gig. He loves to write jokes. Chad might have a point where he says maybe Ray shouldn't be podcasting at least as much as he is, because I think Ray's comfort zone is with his act, perhaps. In a controlled, structured environment, and then on here, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
don't fucking know. What do you want from me? I'm on the BS show. What am I doing here?
You belong here. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
All right. Stop cussing out the audience trying to order a drink. Who did that?
Ray doesn't like any kind of noise going on in the audience.
He doesn't like his audience, which is great. That's what him and Chad have in common. I would have loved to have been at that gig where Chad was calling everybody cunts. That's great. That's what I thought stand-up comedy was like when I was in high school. I was afraid to go, because they would just be calling me fat all the time.
You think they'll have him back after that?
What do you think?
I would say no, but I don't know how long he's been there. If he has a good thing with them, then it's one time.
It's crazy to me that
they kind of look past it.
Eating blue cheese out of female, though, that was.
Dude, I still destroy every night, every time I'm on stage.
I saw you. Yeah, you were great in Rochester. It was.
And Carlos, we had to turn people down. There were so many people volunteering to be a part of that bit.
Even some women.
Yeah, a lot of
just
women.
high pitch, Eric. No, I was trying to insinuate that did any comedy club owners or bookers ever have, hey Bob, this thing, hey, the sexual assault.
They were ready for it because they knew it was from they were getting plugs on Howard. They would, what I mean. I did it at Caroline's. Nobody's doing that at anything like that at Caroline's.
Caroline's is done.
Yeah,
I saw you do it. It was in Milford, Connecticut. I'm sorry, Mike Morse.
No, that's what killed Caroline's. Actually,
that was it. Yeah. I saw you do it in Milford, Connecticut at it was like a government center. It was like it was basically the auditorium where they have high school productions.
Was I there with Colin?
Colin Quinn?
Yeah, it wasn't.
No,
Colin?
you were there with Shuli and high pitch Eric.
Okay, because I did stuff with Colin out there.
We did a Connecticut gig. Me, you, Colin, and Beetle. And that's when he called us the retarded Dave Matthews Band when we were walking into the gig.
I took my wife. It was like a date before we were married, and I was like, I am done. And I did think about calling the local press of which I was a member at the time and said, look what they're doing. This is taxpayer dollars. Blue cheese in the ass, but I didn't have the heart.
Listen, we've talked a lot about Ray and we played nothing. So can we cue up what you have there, Joe? Go ahead and get that ready.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
All right, give me 1 second. I gotta grab tissues.
Awesome. Carlos, vamp for us.
Well, I can read the chat. I can read all the fat jokes. Send Carlos a gift card to Chili's.
I think that's nice.
I love Carlos. He's a fat fuck. Send Carlos a gift card to Hometown Buffet.
It doesn't really say that, does it?
Not the fat fuck one, but yeah, the Hometown Buffet is in there.
Be nice to Carlos.
Yeah. He's just big boned.
Here, son, have some exposure for dinner. Send Carlos an expired Zone diet meal. That's pretty inside.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. You think I know what any diets are?
Yeah.
Shuli, do you have contact with Brett Hatley? I do from time to time. He texted me not long ago. Said he was getting out of the podcast.
No, it's Inception.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's try that again.
So that's the
God damn
last
it,
time.
Joe.
But he's a good dude. I got no beef with him. Yeah.
He's a noted pornographer, right? Isn't that
text? Screenshot I sent Shuli from Ari. Ari, I love Ari. Really good friend of mine. She's stepping out of this podcast world. She's stepping out of the podcast world. She's doing Stormy's podcast.
She's on another show right now.
I mean, literally an hour after this, she went on a media blitz tour and did any and all podcasts. It's
I think she was on Abel's show at this time. Am I right, Carlos?
Yeah, this might have been 10 minutes before they went live. And yeah, we told Ray on the, well, she's going to be on in 20 minutes. And he was like, what? Also,
And he wouldn't. He was so mad. When you said, let's go over and take a look. And I thought that was going to be great radio. And he blew it right down on you.
Oh, I hope that's in here. Let's go.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, but no, she's doing it July 1st, I believe.
No, she's on a podcast in 20 minutes.
Bobby, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
Bobby Fran. She's
okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, all right. If you want to watch that, go and watch that. But I will say,
he's so mad. He's so mad.
He's sitting here reaching out to his friends, like scolding us.
Yeah.
Like, well, how dare you? This girl wants out. And then she's booked to do a podcast as he's yelling at us that she wants out. Unbelievable.
All he had to do was wait. Wait until the sun came up that night, and it would have been
Here's
an
Aaron.
issue.
He knew I was doing that show. I told him.
Well, that just shows that he does not listen to you.
Yes, that's absolutely the truth.
Wow.
she's what do you call it? She's out of the podcast, but she's like the last one she's doing. Either watch it live or watch it later. All good.
Texted you last night around 1:00 in the morning. Did you see the text this morning? I said, are you up?
Yeah, I wasn't up. I can tell you that.
I really needed somebody to talk to last night.
Why?
Oh my God.
No, he's back.
Shuli texted me today. Everything's fine with me and Shuli. I sent him the text messages, the screenshot of Ari Jane saying she's out of it. She did not want to be in the thumbnail. I also sent him the.
She didn't want to be in the thumbnail. He just talked for her. She said he didn't say anything or knew about that.
Let me get clarification on this real quick. Ari, you're in the chat. Were you upset that you were in the thumbnail? I just need to hear from you. If you were, that's fine. But I just need to hear it from you because I feel like he's creating all of this in his head. I feel like Ari wasn't upset by that, but I don't know. Ray Blinders available at Walmart, guys. Go get them. So I'm just curious if you were upset about it. That's all. She's right. She loves Chris Abel.
Checking my texts.
Answer the goddamn question, please.
Yeah, woman.
Ari Jane is our girl. Look, Tiff, she's got support here. That's why I didn't understand why she would be so mad about us putting her in the thumbnail. We've never trashed her. We've never said anything negative about her.
Or she might have just expressed it, but of course didn't think that Ray was going to do what he did, maybe. I'm speculating on a hypothesis there.
Maybe she was complaining about a different program or something, or somebody in the chat somewhere, and Ray just kind of lumped everything into one group.
Yeah, and in this episode, like I tried to take this, I stole it from Ray and I tried to edit it down so it makes sense because the challenge with Ray, right? I had taken the clip of you, thank you for not copyright striking me, but of you complaining that he called you in the middle of the night, and I thought, hey Ray, I'll play it. We'll rip off Carl. I'll pause it. You react to each point that Shuli brings up. But Ray, because he's Ray. Oh wait, here we go.
It was fun to wake up to, but I did not reach out.
It wasn't fun to wake up to.
Oh, it wasn't. Sorry. Okay. Well, it won't happen again. We won't use you in any more thumbnails. I apologize. I didn't know that bothered you. But she also says she did not go complaining to Ray. So I don't know how this connection is made if you don't voice that to Ray. Because, it's one thing to say Ray just came up with that on his own, but it's Ray.
Well, I know at one point there was a message from Ari Jane to Ray saying that she's going to take her chance to exit the current podcast scene. She wanted to do the July 1st ladies show, but other than that, she's unsubscribing to stuff. So there was some type of expression Again, I don't know if it was related. It's clearly not related to this thumbnail at all, but she did express some concern in Ray's defense.
Okay. All right.
But he took it upon himself and just went nuts with it.
Yeah. Let's get back into this.
He goes, well, he doesn't say anything to Kevin Brennan.
That was after this broadcast you're talking about?
Yeah, it was after the broadcast. And I sent him the screenshot of me texting Kevin Brennan saying, hey, can you not have Aries' names in the title? He apologized. Didn't know that he did that. So we're fine. I think this is like a lot of podcasts.
Pause 1 second. So he sent me the screenshot of what he texted Kevin, but there was no apology from Kevin in the screenshot that he texted me. So I'm not saying Kevin didn't apologize. I'm just saying what he sent me did not have an apology. And I don't know. I don't know Kevin as well as you do, Bob. He doesn't seem like the apologizing type. Via text.
No, not really.
That's drama. Now, some people are
think
saying
this was a work.
I don't know. Some people hit me up today saying that I don't know if this is true. I don't know Stuttering John. I never watched any of his stuff. But from what some people are hitting me up saying they're trying to get me to quit. Thinks that Shuli and them are trying to get me to quit the Shuli network so that they can just watch my live streams and pick them apart and try to make me a Stuttering John.
Oh, wait a minute. We don't need him to leave to do that. I mean, he broadcasts 17 times a week, and one of those times is on the network. So it's not like we need to. And
you could just fire him. You don't have to make him he's making miserable enough to quit.
Guy who doesn't know how to break up with his chick. I just start treating him like shit until he leaves. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to touch on her. But yeah, no one's trying to get him to quit. Ray is his own worst enemy. I swear to God.
Man, you're a professional victim.
Yeah, Ray. Listen to Gary. He knows what he's talking about.
Although what Ray does at this point is like we're just I'm a minute in. It's a minute into the clip, and he goes. Actually, you'll play it. You'll see what he does. I'll shut up.
I love it.
I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know. That's just what people have been hitting me up from the outside after this aired today. I don't know if that's true. I don't know Stuttering John. I don't know the thing. And yes, the only thing I was upset about, I didn't want to bring I love Jake Hudson. Jake Hudson's been on my podcast numerous times. I love the guy. But you're right. I stand by it. I do not like when people make fun. I have an anxiety disorder. I have mental health issues. And people like making fun of that. Like he's bipolar. He's got his mental health issues. To like make fun of him for that, I don't. You know, how about you pay him money to not pick his hemorrhoids and put them in his mouth? I only knew they did that because they played a clip on it on my podcast where they showed the finger and explained what it was. So I didn't know that. I'm not a fan of that. I didn't want to talk about that night with Ari, but I knew we were going down that road. And I was like, and the only podcast I asked her not to do, unless I'm on them, are MLC and a Shuli Network show. Any other podcast, I didn't care. But I asked her if she, and then I said, she can do whatever podcast she wants. Obviously,
so that's basically 12 shows.
But again, she's never been on our shows. She's never. So he's demanding that she doesn't come on our shows when she's never been on.
We should send her a link so she can tell us why she shouldn't be on the show.
And then the whole thing starts about. But it made no sense. He started talking about Ari, and then he gives his 2 cents on what he approves of for a Jake appearance. He's all over the fucking place.
And Jake's probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm having fun.
Pay him to not put a hemorrhoid finger in his mouth? How about I just roll my window down and throw money out of it? How about that, Ray? God damn it.
Sure, if it's MLC or Shuli Network, to please not do them unless I'm on the show. I did ask that. I'm not going to lie, and I own that. By the way, I'm not leaving Shuli Network. I like them and hope to grow together. But yeah, them going out of the way to like make me the butt of the joke. I mean, it's I don't mind it so much me, but now when they're trying to get in my personal life, and I get it, Ari wanted to be in this world. Now she doesn't want to be in this world. That's fine. I people that like, and then they're playing it like I'm this huge bad guy, and it's like, No, I was just kind of being protective of my friend. I get her text messages where she gets upset that people are taking shots at her. Like I get those. I get those before anyone. And it's like, what can I do? And I'm like, listen, my number was given out publicly. I've been getting death threats for the past.
I just got to say, the guy on the bottom who's doing the Mike Morse impression, killing it. He is dead.
He is the next. Mr. Levy, keep an eye on Dr. Chow.
Yeah, that's the Dr. Chow. The Dr. Chow. He's here.
He was the complete. He anchored that late night stream that Kevin and Bob did the other night. Dr. Chow. I mean, he may be on the run from the feds for all I know, but he's interesting.
Yeah. He knows about laundering.
I appreciate where Ray was coming from, but the drama from being on his show was absurd. It was fun until the worst was brought out of me. Well, listen, it's you two kids got to figure that stuff out. You know what I'm saying?
They call him the Dr. Chow. They call him.
Now, does Jake have bipolar disorder? I've never heard that before.
I don't know. I know
I
he
haven't seen
has
his medical
one thing.
records.
Yeah, but if we do hire him here, he will have to give over all medical records.
Yeah.
Shuli, what type of liability insurance do you have covering all this stuff with?
It's just on Ray. I have no other liability insurance. Ray's the only one that's insured.
Ray's the only liability.
He has anxiety. Ooh, things bother me. Ooh. Look, everybody has that. Everybody has everything. You have to beat it with your mind. I had anxiety when I got out of rehab. I just figured it out, how to get rid of it.
Right, instead of smoking.
But he would never listen to me if I told him.
Right, instead of doing weed, you just do it by your own volition.
The what?
Instead of taking weed to relax your anxiety, you just fight it with your own mind.
My mind is the most powerful thing in the world, and that's why I'm winning again.
Well, then why are you doing weed?
Because it's good for my body.
Well, you should be able to overcome.
What are you, a fucking doctor? Shut the fuck up.
Listen to your linguist.
It infuriates me how he pronounces anxiety. Anxiety in the house.
What about, all right, here's my pitch, and this is free. I don't want anything from this. All right, Bob's talking about his experience with anxiety. Ray's talking about his experience with anxiety, and it comes up all the time on his podcast. Right. Why not have Ray move in with Bob for a week? See if Bob can mentor Ray, give some type of treatment, help him through it.
I actually can if he listened.
But what do you think will be an easier roommate situation, when High Pitch Eric live with you guys or Ray living with you guys? What will get on your nerves more?
Ray.
I agree. Obviously,
because Gina can't be there for a week. She's going to have to clear out because she'll kill Ray.
She's going away.
There you go. Well, don't not say that.
Yeah, well, hell no. Okay. That's not gonna happen.
She doesn't want him there even when she's not there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Jake would be easier. I can see me hanging out with Jake easy.
But Ray needs your help.
I know, but I will help him, but he has to listen to me. He doesn't listen. He hears it and goes, yeah, I did that. You didn't do it because you fix it. I know how to fix him. I could fix him in a few days if he listened.
Ray trying to stream at 12:45 in the morning with Bob waking up.
I mean, some rehabs take 30 days. You're saying in a couple days you'll get them on track.
That's Bob's new show. Listen to me.
Listen to me. 3-day rehab. Come over.
There's no doubt. I look at people and I go, okay, I can see what the problem is here. It's work related. What he does wrong, I can help him with that. But he won't listen. You know what I mean? You can't work for what people want to give you. You work for what you deserve.
You earn it. Go ahead. Let's
earn it.
Last 2 months, I haven't got a lot. I'm like 15 of them or whatever. I get shitty text messages.
Me.
Yeah. The other 7 of them from the Shuli network. I get people hating on me all the time. So it's like, yeah, I get it. This is a rough world. So I get she wants to step away. And I love the lady. She's awesome. We all love Ari. Time to they could have. I like how they got the most flattering picture of me they could find. That's thank you, Win by 2. Clearly, they're Team Ray
I think John was pressed for time. I only got 22 signatures of 25. Is that the whole? Oh, wow.
So that's
this is a petition to get.
Pause it 1 second. Yeah. So I don't know much about the Win by Two show or the crew there. I know it's a young dude. Kind of looks like the dude from Entourage. I don't know his name.
Turtle?
John.
Turtle. Yeah. And then he has a co-host who.
Not anymore.
Well, first of all, what was up with that co-host? Was he like something happened to him? Because he had a bit of a different sound when he spoke.
Softcast. You might have seen an episode where he was imbibing a little bit, but Softcast is like he's the steel toe arch nemesis. I think he was one of the creators of the steel toe Reddit, that subreddit, steel toe boring.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty interesting critic in terms of he did a stream on Saturday. It had technical difficulties, but he says some good stuff. But anyway, yeah, he was the co-host for a couple of months, and there was John just sort of unceremoniously dumped him after a vote by the audience. I guess Softcast didn't go over well with the audience. So, but in this thing, John has this thing going where he's trying to lure Ray away. And I assume Joe is posting this because John spelled diamond wrong in the first sentence. Is that what's going on, Joe? You're trying to make him.
We sure did spell it wrong.
But no, this is, Shuli asked for clips from Ray's show, and this just happened to be one of them. The misspelling is purely a coincidence.
He's doing a petition. What are you petitioning for? Just call me, write a number on a piece of paper, slide it over, and raise yours.
You know what? You don't even have to put a number down.
Draw a picture, slide it over to me, and if I like the picture, it's yours.
A smiley face.
A house with clouds above it. Yeah, I mean, a petition to get Ray to come over. That might be the greatest bit I've ever seen. Win by two. It's hilarious. That's great. Contractually, he's with me till 2026, but we can work something out if you want. I got that.
Yeah, but like everyone that comes here, there's nothing signed. Like, if something happens and you want to do better, go. Nobody's going to be mad. Like, that's with everybody. It's just the way it is.
Ray is loyal to you guys, though, because there is that movement.
That's good.
I get stuff. I'm sure I'll check my Twitter DMs, and it'll people calling me a Shuli cuck, and I'm an asshole, and that I should be telling Ray to quit the Shuli network. I know nothing about entertainment or what Ray should do professionally with his career, but I will tell you, other than he should fire producer Joe, but Ray won't do it. Ray he loves producer Joe. He likes being on the network. So I don't know how much he'll like me coming on this morning, but he's definitely he's a loyal guy.
Yeah, we're loyal to him. We like Ray on this channel. We like Ray having a show. I think Ray has one of the most original shows out there. When he's Ray,
yeah, he pulls back. I mean, in private conversation with him, he's not like, it's not like he's a phony. This is Ray, but he could be a little more biting. There are sometimes he holds. I mean, he held back against Elise. There's things he could have brought up to defend himself that weren't hitting below the belt, but he just chooses not to. Where it's like, no, that you have to do that with you animals.
Join the Two Movement, Ray.
It's called the Two Movement, yeah.
For Win by Two?
Yes.
Yeah. The Two Movement. All
that
right.
was Dr. Chow who does the Mudverse power rankings.
Oh, that's Dr. Chow. Gotcha. All right. Shout out to Dr. Chow. Shout out to Win by Two. And shout out to Ray DeVito, who is locked into a long-term contract here. Not going anywhere.
Ray's going to go to lose by 10.
Hope you want Ray at 53 years old, because that's what age he's going to be when he's released from this deal. Let's go. I just took a Two Movement.
And Ray, now the only thing is here, Diamond. Ray that's what say Diamond, damn it. To leave the Shuli network and join the Two Movement. By signing this petition, you are showing Ray your support of him changing networks, where he'll be able to collect and keep 100% of the super chats.
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Yes, go ahead.
This is me reading.
Right. I love
I have access to a producer who will not only set him up for success, but and on and on and on and on. What do you think, Ray? You're still not 100% of the super chats.
No, I'm still on the Shuli network. I'm not quitting the Shuli network. I'm not doing that. I don't know. What do you guys think? People
Now, wait a minute. What do you think? You just made your decision. Now you're asking them what he should do.
Have been hitting me up today saying they're trying to get me to quit. Do you think there's truth to that? I know nothing about. No, okay, cool. Because I don't want.
I think it's an interesting.
I have a question. Is he saying he'll give him 100% of the super chats after the 30% is taken out from YouTube?
I don't. I mean, I think that's what he's implying. I don't know if it's written down on that change.org. He also at one point said he'd give him medical benefits, but he specifically said Verizon medical benefits. So I don't know if he's planning to marry him, make him a beneficiary. I don't know.
A Verizon medical benefit. Ray, get a 401k over there if you're interested. The Win Bisexual Network. I don't know what that means.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Theory. And you're saying they want you to quit so then they can have a. I mean, they're already having a free for all on you, according to you.
Yeah. No, I'm not the one. This is people messaging me that. I got three. I got three. Those are trolls. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't plan on leaving.
Dude, you're the cash cow.
I talked to Shuli today, and everything's cool. They love me over there. So, Win by Two will take better care of Shuli than will take better care of you than Shuli. Do it right. No, I'm still Shuli Network. I guess I'm going down with the ship. One more Tampa.
Whoa! What does that mean? Hold on. Going down with the ship, Ray? The Shuli Network is you're comparing them.
No, if it does go down.
If now it's an if.
Yeah. Don't.
That was quite the slip, Ray.
I
didn't put any words in your mouth, Ray. I literally repeated what you said.
If it goes down, I'm going down with it. I'm going down.
At least you're going down on something.
I have no memory of this, by the way.
John from Win by Two likes to call Shuli a tiny hat wearer. Another internet tough guy who's afraid to say the word Jew. I mean, they can say it. It's fine. I'm good. I know who I am. I know what I am. They're the ones being pussies and not calling it for what it is. But yeah, I'll be a tiny hat wearer. My tiny hat right here.
Do the Elton John thing. Tiny hat. Tiny
Mike, do that song. Do that. Have that ready by today. All right, let's keep going.
And Shuli a link.
Yeah, no, it's not going down. We're gonna be fine.
Now, Ray, what about?
For the record, if you're ever doing one of these shows and you want me, you send me the link. I'm there.
You're gonna regret you said that, Shuli.
Hey, I'm in the Carlos Danger business. You need me, I'm there. Thank you.
Somebody just point out I haven't done laundry. Yeah, it's the same. All right, I'm embarrassed. All right, I didn't know this was happening.
In your text this morning that you sent overnight, is that a betrayal?
I don't care. No, I don't care because I was being real. I wasn't bullshitting. And by the way, like him saying text me that's when I saw the thumbnail, dude. The thumbnail wasn't up at 4:00 in the afternoon. The thumbnail was up at 11:30 at night.
So he waits for it to come up.
No, it's our fault. I shouldn't be mad that he's texting me at 1:00 because we only put the thumbnail up at 11. So according to Ray, our scheduling's all fucked up. And I shouldn't be upset that I'm getting a text at 1:00 in the morning from Ray about it. And Ray, what the fuck am I supposed to do about a thumbnail at 1:00 in the morning? Do you think I put these thumbnails up? Do you think I have anything to do with any? This is why I have a team of people here.
He didn't even come up with the name of his network.
Yeah, Bob came up with it.
Huh.
But I love that it's never his fault. Love this about him. Go ahead.
As I saw it, that's when I texted him. That's like my favorite woman on the planet. I'm trying to protect her in every way, and she's kind of upset about stuff. I knew she'd be irate. And guess what? She was upset when she saw that. She appreciated me asking for her picture to be taken out of the thumbnail. So, yeah, I'm glad I did it. I didn't see that. That didn't come up till 11:00 at night or 11:30, whenever how they put that thumbnail up. They didn't put it up at 4 PM. Otherwise, I could have said it at 4 PM, but it wasn't up. So I had to react to it when I saw it. Ray spent 7 hours.
Think about this. It was a thumbnail. It was a picture of her. That's all it was. There was no shitty writing under it.
No.
There was no goofing on her. It was a thumbnail. This is an overreaction to shit that she was upset about that we had nothing to do with. I guarantee you that. I don't even know the story, but I promise you That we had nothing to do with them fighting about her being treated like shit on podcasts, because we don't do that here to her. We don't know her. Why would I treat her like shit? She's never been
once we
on.
get to know her better,
then I'll shit all over her. Yeah, but I'm a gentleman, not on the first date.
Just a helmet, baby.
Now we're stretching the truth.
Mad Durl, the $2 Brandon Network. What not chaser? She used gay to get exposure. $1.99. Franklin Sheckler, $5. Just watch Ari become the next Joe Rogan in podcasting. Oh, that would be the best. That would be the best. All right, keep going. Let's go.
Of course, with Ari IRL, this is nutty. She's my lady. If I had to have a lady, that would be the lady I would.
My lady.
The Brandon Network. Thank you, buddy. They call you Lady Bird, Chow. Lady Bird.
Did he lose it on you, Ray? Like, how mad was Shuli on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being Mount St. Helens angry.
He was a 5. He was kind of normal. He kind of got what I was talking about, but he's like, Joe did that. He's asleep. There's nothing I can do about it now. And they did change it in the morning.
Producer.
You threw me under the bus, Shuli?
Joe.
Yeah, I'll throw you under the bus any goddamn time, whether you did it or not. This is part of the contract here.
That's why you're hired, dude.
Yeah,
Take the
I'm not
blame.
taking. You're Secret Service. You jump in front of fucking DeVito bullets. You understand?
And you're heavily armed. So what are you complaining about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Joe.
An
Joe,
armed
grow up
Jason Kaplan.
responsibility. Come on, Joe. I'm your biggest fan, but give me a break.
It's all right. It's cool. They changed it, and it's cool. So
it's back.
And I know why they have Elise on a lot, because Elise has no problem like making fun of me. Like, and Elise, every time she's done something, I have her on my podcast, and she backtracks, and she's like, oh yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I'm just having fun.
Keep
with it.
your
Where,
bitches in
like, the one time
line,
she shit
Ray. You want to be a pimp?
Yeah, and we don't. I think the first few times we had her on was to talk about you and her, but since then she's been on for different reasons. She did a reading for Bob last Friday. Like he's drumming up these scenarios. Since Tiny Hat Wearers control the weather, can you please cool it down? It's really hot. Yeah, I'm with you. We have a meeting after the show with Tiny Hat.
Oh yeah, Shuli, can you make it stop raining this week, please?
I'll add it to the list here.
Absolutely, Kevin Brennan.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's in the chat.
He is. Good.
Kevin is?
No, I'm just saying that
Relax,
anonymous,
Bob. Jesus
anonymous
Christ.
YouTube.
Hey,
user.
Kevin, it's me.
Don't make him
your
mad,
best
Bob.
friend.
You see him dry his mouth, get his mouth ready. He goes, "Kevin's in the chat."
I love his show. I love it.
yeah.
We get
I can't help it.
The Saturday night streams are great.
Yeah.
Tell him about it on his show. Anyways, let's keep going with Rick.
Today at 4.
got me about
Go listen to
Jeez,
Jude
somebody
Jokes
talked
today
about-
at 4. MLC. Tune in. Go ahead.
Why Shuli
about,
sucks
like,
on the Kevin Brennan
Howard, there was a
Network.
period of time, Shuli doesn't even know that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
one.
I just got a bro boner.
Bartender, I'm like, yeah, just
The drinks.
I'm gonna pay the yeah.
She
And
uses
guess
you for
what?
drinks and then threw it in
And
your face.
every
you said.
every time we hang out, I buy all the drinks. She's never bought me one drink.
All the drinks.
And then she's gonna bitch like, raise. How am I cheap if I buy? That's like if I buy you a car, Dr. Chow.
Are we all
I
seeing
buy you a
this?
car.
Are we all seeing this?
Uh,
You guys have never been the object of my complaints to Ray. So why am I getting texts nonstop from this fucking guy about this as if she is complaining to him about it? Which one of these people is not being honest with me, Carlos?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to see if Ray has responded to my text. But what was the question?
I'm saying Ari just put up a post that she has never complained to him about us. So where is the disconnect here? Who is not being honest with me here?
I think, hey, look, Ray's got, I'll say it, he's got a simple mind, right? He's not, there's no angle. He saw Joe's evil thumbnail. He knows that he has an existing complaint from Ari Jane, which perhaps he misinterpreted, but he is just trying to defend and protect. As loyal as Ray is, he's a loyalist to his friends.
Yeah.
So he just thought what he was doing was protecting her. And you were why he didn't email Joe, I don't know. That you're his mom. You're his mom. You're the one he goes to. You're always annoyed at him, so you remind him of his mom. You treat him the same way. So he went to you.
And then
thumbnail from the Shuli Network. Who's Shuli? Your name's on the channel.
You're so right. Because then he screenshots me a text with Dad, with Kevin Brennan, to show me that he texted Dad too.
I got that text too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what he does with anxiety, what he uses anxiety for is stuff like this that come in where you would look at it and go, oh, that sucks. Well, don't pay attention to people that are just hating on you. Don't pay attention on that because everybody's going to get that. But the anxiety, it overwhelms him where this is the biggest thing that's happening at that moment because it's the next thing that he has to worry about. And he has to be totally in with it.
I agree with Bob 100%, though. I'm, of course, no psychologist or anything. But the other thing going on when he sent that text to you, Shuli, he was drinking. This was after a stream. So you got that combination of anxiety and a very buzzed Ray. And that's the result, a lack of impulse control.
Yeah, he's got to work on that, man.
Be lucky he's not armed.
It's not helping him with decision making. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
You know.
Yeah, but for the grace of God, right?
What
Mike?
am I saying? Anxiety. Yeah, it's anxiety. That's what I call it. So shh.
Remember, Ray was caught lying about being with Ari to Jake. Ray will lie about anything to get sympathy, kill people, look at the money for the hotel at Pottstown, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I think there's a weird dynamic that he has thrust upon her, where calling her his lady. That's so there's this sort of white knight kind of protecting thing.
Yeah, Brandon, it's a good one. Carlos, just suck Ray's D and be done with it. You don't need to defend him like he's your tarred child.
Oh, what do you mean? He don't need to defend him, but he can blow him? What the fuck is that about?
That's a jump.
That's a contradiction. I don't know what your love life is like, buddy, but that's fucking sick.
This day and age.
That sounds like a cuck.
They'll be canceled doing that kind of move at this day.
Ray is getting manipulated. You think women can have that? You know what I mean? I think that they really can.
Women can manipulate men? Yeah.
No. I mean, Ray is very simple. I mean, a grasshopper could. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but Ray, Ray is a very like we always use the word simple mind. His life is simple. It's nothing. He doesn't want it any better. He doesn't want it any worse. He's fine with it. And that's good too.
And there's no filter. He is what he is.
Yeah.
Yes, we are live on YouTube, the Shuli Network. Shout out to everybody on Twitch watching. Thank you guys.
Check out Dodo's new avatar. It's the shot of you that's on the screen right now.
Oh my God.
That's pretty cool.
Looks like he's seen a bunch of pennies fall off a truck.
Yeah. Save that for 4 o'clock.
Ray and Ari sitting in a tree. Ray fell off and broke his knee. First comes no pussy. Then comes no marriage. Then comes Ray doing something.
Bob, you don't know that melody?
What?
That was like Steve Martin in The Jerk there.
Yes, Carlos, I can agree with that. I don't know what you agree.
I don't know what I said, but yes, me too. Thank you.
Do we offer Ari her own show here on the network? I mean,
yes, 100%.
Right?
Yes.
How about Ray and her do one? It's called Ari Asshole.
Carlos, your thought.
How about a hand for me?
I mean, I can't tell you how to run. Yeah, I mean, Ari's interesting.
Yeah.
If she was into it, sure, why not? Are you gonna institute a rule like no Ray? Like Ray can only be in the chat. It'll just be Ray begging to come on. You're saying?
I think that's a good rule. I think the show should be her.
It would be her show. She can do whatever she wants. She can book whoever she wants. I'm just saying. That way, he'll kill you, Shuli. I don't think so.
Absolutely.
You think so?
He's past it now. He's past it. He said he washed his hands of her.
Text him real quick and see. Just go, what's your thoughts? It's nothing set in stone. But what are your thoughts on Aaron getting her own show on the network?
Yeah, right between, we'll have Jake and Joe go up before, Jake and, that show's good now. These two have been working together now,
Ari, would you like a show, your own show on here?
Wouldn't you like to live in the nicest house in town? Take trips all over the world.
Beautiful. Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
The world is your oyster, my dear. Come on over.
Before we start the show, we're gonna have Mary Jane. Come on, she's gonna bring us all up. Come on.
Posters not included.
Posters not included. We will. Yeah.
From Rochester to Pottstown, the world's your oyster.
Stormy says Aries mine, Shuli. You can't have her. Okay.
Oh, that's right. July 1st. Boobs talking boobs.
Well, why don't you girls do it here?
No. Maybe you want to bring the show here, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only producer Joe, his guns, his hatred of nurses, cops, and old people. Come on over.
Well, we need more women on the network, We need to flex that muscle. And, I've been very black and white with Ray. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ray is living a life, though. Come on. He goes to New York City once a month. He rides his bike. He's there with, I assume everybody at the stand, all the female comedians are half his age. There's something to be said for, Ray's an artist.
Not a pickup artist. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Let's finish this.
And then you're
I got
like,
like 7, so.
But I'm just saying, let's say I buy you one, like, oh, this cheap bastard only bought me a Chevy Cavalier. I bought you a fucking car. You didn't buy me one. I bought you
I would
one.
throw it away.
What the fuck are you? Do you get what I'm saying, though? It's more like, what are you bitching about? Beloved chatter, thank you, buddy. Clocking in the shortest retirement from podcasting. Harry Jane is currently live on the Chris Abel show. Wow, that was fast. All right, that's news to me.
Look at him. She said he knew about it.
Yeah, of course. He has no memory. He focuses. He takes it. His brain goes to certain places, and it doesn't hear other stuff. It's not his fault. It shuts off to other stuff because he has all this running in the back.
And this isn't Ray lying. Like sometimes people will take this and be like, "Oh, look, Ray's lying. She told him." I don't know if that's lying. He's honest.
No.
He was told, but he doesn't know. I don't know how else to explain.
That's the fact, and you're right about that. And I don't see him as a liar at all. I see him not remembering. I don't remember a lot of stuff. I don't know how fucked up he is, like up there with remembering shit. But a lot of shit I have to ask about.
Well, let's keep in mind this is the same guy who's been quoted as saying, "Nobody told me there was a light."
All right, all right. That's ridiculous.
That's a tough one. That is tough.
August 1st, Ray moves in with Bob. The pool will be done. Right, you're gonna need new material after that fucking pool, guys. It's been like 9 years.
Well, I got the dogs now. They're going into the dogs, so we got other stuff. Believe me, I know. I just throw shit out there, and if it catches, it catches. That's it. I never thought the pool was gonna catch.
You are a master, Mr. Levy.
When is that pool going to be done, Bob?
This week. Look, I know the weather's going to calm down.
It's raining all week.
Wednesday or something. It's not raining. Shut the fuck up with this shit.
He's going to get hit with a hurricane. Fill that shit right in.
They're going to say the weather slowed down. I go, what about all the days it was nice and it's just sitting back there? You fucks, get the fuck here.
They were at the beach.
Yeah. No, I don't care anymore.
Are the pool guys coming to AC on August 19th? Is that part of the deal?
Shut the fuck up. Maybe one of them will. Yeah, actually, maybe one of them will. One of them's my neighbor. He works for them, and he's a good kid, and I like him, even though he fucking introduced me to these fucking.
He's just fleecing you for everything you get. Every super chat on this channel is going to your neighbor.
You hear that, kids? August 19th, come on down to Atlantic City and find Bob's pool guy in the lobby somewhere, hanging out. A big MLC show. Watch Kevin play poker.
Bag of edibles.
Bob, where's the pool? We could have we could have dug a fucking hole and filled it. And with a hole, look, it's there, Chris. It's like it's 2 to 3 days away, and that's it. Then I want to get the lawn down too by this weekend, and the trees we're gonna fuck around with, and because the other guy never came back.
Hey, the best time to plant grass is right when the humidity and those extreme temperatures hit.
I gotta hose you, cocksucker.
It's going to be on 24 hours to combat the sun. Those extreme rays.
Does the pool guy know what's wrong with Ray? Do you think? Oh my God. Yeah. Mike is speechless again. I mean, he's in shock.
What did she say? Ari Jane wrote something there.
If I do a show on this network, my therapist would be very happy. It's a fun thought, though. My therapist.
Yeah, no, it's like you know
Ari,
what I mean?
do
It's
things
like
for you. Don't do things.
you need to talk. You need to get the bullshit that you have in your life out on the air, and it really does help. There's no doubt about it, because other people have the same problems you have.
What are you laughing at, Carlos? What are you?
I had just this idea that all therapy should be done online on YouTube with Mike Morse ignoring all of it. Like,
I'm very honest about my life and that shit, and I talk about it, and people hit me up, and I can help people that have whatever problems that I've been through, and it works. It works for people because they have no one to come to. They can't go to their friends because their friends will say, "Stop being a pussy."
That is how cults start. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
At what point do you brand people?
Later on, like in the episode of Oz.
Can we talk a second about Shuli sharing my video and getting 3 likes and 2 retweets with 170,000 followers? Are you taking them seriously? India Kong. Oh, you're saying that they're
That's
bots.
interesting.
You're saying that they're bots.
Anything else you wanted to add about your that vicious attack, that vicious verbal attack lobbied against you by one Shuli Egar?
No, I'm fine with it. I'm not mad. I was a little more upset. Like what
Swing
they
and a
played
miss,
later.
Carlos. Swing and a miss. I like that you're trying.
I'm just moving the conversation along. I'm obviously not a comedian. I'm not a podcaster. I'm just.
And guess
moving
what?
the
If he was
conversation.
upset, it would have been great content. We'd have been playing it right here on BS either way. So
Well, he did. He shot his load at the beginning of the broadcast before we even played the video. He just went on that rant that was very hard to follow. Like it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shuli's an unfunny hack.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Where'd that come from?
We're taking
That was
calls
Joe.
now. Yeah.
Oh, we're taking calls.
Go ahead.
When they were showing clips of Ari, that was in the. I didn't want them to play clips of Ari. But they did. It's
Although,
fine.
Isn't Ari her own person? She just you can't worry about what she's doing.
I'm done protecting her. She got
Controlling.
she got kind of mad at me for protecting her. So you're right. I'm done. I did that. I was protecting her, but because she
You
would
twisted
reach
yourself
out
into a pretzel.
Well, also she would reach out to and tell me about how upset she was about stuff. The one thing I will say this, Kevin Brennan, I mean, people give him shit like he's like he can be a jerk, he can go after people. But I will say this, when I talk to Kevin Brennan off air and I'm like, hey man, listen, he doesn't bring it up. Anything I ask him not to bring up or talk about, he doesn't. So I got to respect that. Like when I say, hey man, this is what's going on, this is it.
Looking at
he
you,
wouldn't read
Shuli.
my text message on air the next day. So Ray said this. If I'm like, dude, this is off air shit, please don't bring this up.
Ray,
I noticed that too.
I mean, if you text me at the whole point of the text, bringing up the text, is it was 1:00 in the morning, and you were texting me, yelling at me, giving me shit at 1:00 in the morning.
The point is, Kevin Brennan is love.
I love it.
You can learn.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, it was an interesting screenshot of the text he sent Kevin. He wasn't thanking him for being so loving in that text, right, Carlos? He was pretty specific about his issue with Brennan regarding Ari, or am I mistaken?
Well, I assume Kevin Brennan is a man of very few words. He just took care of it.
That's fine.
Didn't bring it up on the air the next day like somebody might have.
Well, listen, I understand he's busy yelling about Chad and Gino still. So maybe he didn't.
My wife said that he's always put my wife's thing up. I just want to explain this exactly how it is.
His wife
it's
dibs
at the top.
Paying
Yeah,
people.
sorry.
Get used to it, people.
Ray's always asking people to not talk about things, and that's what it is. It's like,
and then he goes and talks about them. Then he goes
but the
and
whole
talks
thing
about them.
The whole thing is if you don't tell anybody, they have nothing to talk about. You're the one that's creating it over nothing.
Joey C.
Terry Nee, $2. My ADA suit is moving forward, Shuli. Ray's lawyer.
I Ray's lawyer.
Julie Bean, Canada, $10. Life is like an elevator. Sometimes you need to stop, let people off in order to go up. Yeah.
That was a fat joke at Carlos.
Life's elevator. Someone always farts. That's weird.
Life's an elevator. Someone always farts.
Deadfool is the only person that's contributed to my YouTube page. I've made $163. Totally transparent here, Shuli. And 70 went to Stevie Lou to ask him to leave. So thank you, Deadfool.
Can we go over to Carlos's channel and hook this fucking dude up? Can we give him some love and fucking money?
I don't want it. I'm fine where I am. Leave me alone, people. I don't need enough fat jokes.
I can agree
Thank
with
you, though.
that, Bob. You would never hear me say I make great decisions, but I'm always trying to do better.
That's what it is. That's
We
the
all
key.
are.
You know what I mean? But bringing up, things you've done wrong and that stuff is compelling radio, and people do. It happens to everyone else. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. But, people do think they're perfect. But you got to move on and realize that everybody has the same problems as you have. You're not the only one. That's what it is. Everybody thinks they're the only one that it happens to. It happens to everybody. Just shut the fuck up and live it.
Was Dr. Chow the doctor on call?
I was going to say, nobody's perfect, but look at Dr. Chow in that image there. That man is perfect. That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like he's in a Warren Zevon tribute band.
Look at that. That guy could have pocket kings or 8-7 suited or 2-9.
I like that chair.
Glasses. He doesn't remember doing this. He's my new hero.
Yeah.
Right, let's keep going.
That's
honorable. That's honorable.
Yeah. So say what you want about Kevin Brennan. He respects that shit. When I talk to Kevin Brennan, I'm like, this is not something for on air. That's the one time I blew up about the
because
pink
he's like,
blanket
why are you
thing.
bothering me?
That's something I talked to Levy about off air. I'm like, dude, don't bring it up. Here's what happened. It was Teamster Tim. Everything.
I didn't
he doesn't
bring it
want to
up.
be brought into it.
I didn't
Just
bring it up.
let it go. It's like, so why the pink blanket?
The pink blanket had nothing to do with the goddamn
Keep it
fucking
real,
hotel
motherfuckers.
room, you stupid fuck.
And again, you
This is a
did
video,
not bring
Bob.
it up.
I don't
Carlos,
care.
you remember this. He completely unraveled and outed himself on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't in that part of the broadcast, and goddamn you, Joe, the producer, for finding that and playing it, because I did see it, and I don't know why he still does that.
Carlos, put that petition up. I'm signing it. Put it back up.
But yeah, in his mind, he did text me and Bob, and he said, "Don't mention the hotel." And then somebody said, "Pink blanket," and that was us betraying the confidence about. That's Ray's brain, though.
Is this true?
You know.
Can somebody
Wow.
look and see if this
Oh,
is
are you
true?
kidding me?
Oh, it's crazy.
I wouldn't doubt that was.
I got
I'm still blocked by John. I
gotta
don't
sit-
understand that. I never did anything.
Yeah,
We
I'm
all
blocked
are.
too.
We all are. Act accordingly, Carlos. That's all right.
Cardiff isn't. The fuck is that about?
You know the story
He-
of Cardiff reaching
He's a
out to him.
gateway potato. People
Cardiff-
have to go to him.
Cardiff he's loved by all. Cardiff offered to write jokes for him for his DC trip, and John, the only stipulation John had was he had to sign a contract saying he wouldn't ask John for money, that he would do it for free.
Smart businessman.
If you can't trust a potato, who can you trust in this business? That's the
Thank
way I
you.
look at it.
Thank you.
And he's a kind man too. Okay.
I'm mad at him.
What does this
Oh.
say?
All right, world exclusive. Kevin, Pocky, and Thule try hard to rewrite history and claim that I backed out because I was scared. When have I ever been scared of anyone? I took it from the best in Howard Stern, yet now I'm suddenly afraid of these putzes. It's really a projection.
Wow,
They
he is so bad at English.
So that's the latest tweet. So he hasn't backed out. Well, you will.
He didn't back out. Look for another one. Maybe there's another one. Maybe in there he did.
Looking in his replies.
Colt C. Ray stole multiple hamburgers and continental breakfast in Pottstown. Fact. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like sometimes you go, I'll just get something somewhere else. If I seen a hamburger, I probably wouldn't even eat it.
Oh, he
Carlos looks
replaced
more
them
like
with
a-
little tiny bottles of Pepsi or cans of
Oh,
Pepsi.
okay, that's fair.
I'd rather not comment on the hamburgers. Conflict of interest.
Hey guys, if you didn't get your burgers, we're gonna email you. Let us know if you want one. We'll send it to you signed. Okay, thank you. What do we got?
Everyone except Ray. No burger.
Everyone. I think he
I
was
took it.
talking to Kevin. That's his nickname for Carl from Who Are These Podcasts, as he calls him Kevin. That's the big
why
joke
does
there.
he call him that?
because he's not very good at nicknames.
But because he thought it would be insulting to call him Kevin from
Treat him as a nobody. Yeah.
Right. Why do I podcast? That's his big bit there. And I'm Thule today. I was dues payer yesterday. And
You
the
were
day
drooly
before.
at one point.
Drooly. I mean, this guy, he'll fucking he'll chop you apart to pieces. Man.
I'm very good with the nicknames. Everybody says. Everybody says.
All right. Are we done with the Ray thing?
Well, I mean, there is, I think, more. Yeah,
Go
there's.
What?
Don't make him angry.
Seriously.
I'm not
no, there is more from MLC as well. So that was from Ray's show, and then we have some kind of, some follow up.
What, Ray on MLC?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's cue that up.
Let's do it.
Give me 1 second on that.
All right, Big Daddy.
Carlos
go to
Vamp
Fully and
for it.
Skeevy. Right?
No yawning, Morse.
Oh, sorry. It's only been 13 hours of podcasting we've done in the last.
Sorry, you put yourself to sleep.
Yeah. You're doing a great job of it, Bob.
You're doing a great job over there. Fully and Skeevy. Yes, thank you. Nicknames that are sweeping the nation. Let's make more money off of them. I'm going to make a Fully and Skeevy t-shirt to sell in our store. We're going to sell those.
And it's got to be a picture of me and you with the Starsky and Hutch car.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I think we have that somewhere in the
Although,
archives.
what part? All right, now it's up. But at what part are you done with John? I mean, at what point does the Uncle Rico show cease to be a thing? If John is
When
out
it
of show
ceases
business,
to be a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a substitute teacher now, or he's a permanent substitute teacher. He's a temp.
We're
I guess.
going into teaching podcasting. So
Just
we're
gonna get your teaching degree to troll them more.
Yeah, we're gonna get the same. We're gonna get hired at the same school, and we're just gonna be doing a show.
So there's
right
no
now.
end date. There's no like, okay, John is so far out of show business now. We're not going to do this anymore.
It's not
something
about
people
his
like.
stature. Look, even in his broadcasting time when he was live and regular, he wasn't in show business. None of us are in show business. We're in YouTube. All right. Let's get real about this. Okay. So my thing is, we don't need you to do a live show. We've been going at this for over a year without one new live show from John. People still dig it. The show still makes money.
Morse is sick of it.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Listen,
sick of
Morse is
Bob.
sick of life. There's nothing I can do about that. That's his crime. That's his punishment. His life. He's got to deal with that. But we'll be done with it when we're done with it. You know.
Thank you, Islander. I didn't want to say anything.
All right, go ahead.
Ray, we don't need you because we got Pat here. But what happened on your date today?
Well, I'm here now.
No, I know.
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But what happened on your date for real?
Nothing. I met up with this girl and her friends.
Nothing.
I met out with her.
You did? Where is she?
She's back with her friends. I drove her to her place. We made out. Dude, it's the first time I hung out with her. I'm not.
You kissed her on the lips?
Yeah, mouth kisses.
Ooh.
Did you finger her?
It's a
Jesus. Watch him.
one in the pink, two in the brown. You know how we do it.
See?
Ray's drinking a Bud Light for the record.
Oh, Captain Gout really taking care of that issue, huh? I see. Good job.
See, he remembers.
Now we got to do his plug. Ray, so how long did you make out with her for? You made out with her in the car?
No,
In the mouth?
like at her door. Seriously, like
No, at her door, like as the prom night?
Yeah.
Did her parents come to the door?
Yeah, did they turn on the light to make it awkward?
No, then
On
that
the
was it.
front porch.
Yeah.
How long did you kiss her for? Like 6 minutes, 8
Your
minutes?
dick get hard, or you feel her up?
Yeah, I touched her body. She touched my body.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Did you
That's
get
how
her
we
to touch
do it.
any ass? Any ass?
I did touch her butt. She's got a nice butt. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. She will never be on a podcast ever.
Did you fix your
Wanna
breath
make some
before you
bets
kissed
here?
her? You-
Go ahead. Pause it 1 second. What's that?
Do you want to make some bets here if she's ever on a podcast?
Coming up
Yeah.
on Kumia's Cucks.
You know. Do you think he got a kiss?
Well, if he's
Yeah.
grabbing her ass, he better get a kiss.
I don't think he grabbed her ass.
You don't think so?
He's probably
No.
grabbing his own ass.
I don't think
yeah.
Ray.
He said nothing.
Oh,
What?
what
Yeah,
about
he's-
this
he's-
theory?
Oh, well, he said nothing
Oh,
happened,
wow.
and then when they pressed, then we made out, and I grabbed her ass. So that's going from 0 to 60 right there.
It does sound very 40-year-old virgin when he's
Yeah.
describing, boobs feel like sand. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right.
there is a little of that. Fucking Gina. This man is in his 40s, mid 40s.
Take like some Madaka or some gum or something.
No.
You should get in your car right now and drive back over to her house.
He turns his head like he's going to do an impression.
Hold on, I'm going to come back as the guy with the fresh breath.
Now, I do have this, which I do. I do have mouthwash. In my trunk, which if I had a beer or two, I'm always going to take a swig of mouthwash.
To his trunk. Hold on, I got to go to my trunk.
Hold on, Dr. Chow in the chat said he was devastated about the Aerie thing and made it up. What are your thoughts on that, Carlos? Do you think there's any chance of that happening?
I am too close to Ray to be thinking about whether his penis was erect and who he touched. I have no comments.
That's the shirt. That's the shirt. Yeah. Fully and skeevy. Let's get that high res.
I think Chow might be right about this. Looking back at it now, I think he was just really upset with Aerie, and then it started with I'm going on a date was the made up thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it really never happened. I like it.
And now he's safe. First says nothing happened. Then they're making out. He's grabbing her ass. She's grabbing his body. And then they just leave. Usually that will at least make it inside after that.
But who makes out like that the first time? You're going to be all over?
Yeah, it's a little sus.
I mean, it happens. You guys are old. You don't have game, but it could happen that way.
Let's keep in mind, Dr. Chow thinks that Bob is running like a human trafficking ring. Okay, let's just put it into context here.
Take it with a grain of salt.
50% right or 50% wrong. We don't know.
Right.
Raising the question.
Go ahead.
Did you get her number?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Where'd you meet her?
Last night. I was with my roommate and his friends at a bar.
Nothing makes a woman wetter than when you meet her and you go, "This is my roommate." Oh, you're 40 in your 40s?
It's like the dream team with Michael Keaton. This is never to get out of the bus.
Right.
He wore this on the date?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
We bring that up. It's amazing.
Wow. She gave him blue balls and then screamed out, "This is Kumia country." Shout out to Jonathan Mendelsohn. I love that fucking name and avatar so much. What a great pull. So he wore his Long Island City Cleaners shirt.
Yeah. And that hat. And the hat.
The hat is you can't wear a shirt that says lick.
Look at that picture there. Take that picture right there and put a propeller on that fucking thing.
Yeah. He's got a shirt that says lick over the top pocket. Lick shirt, Expos hat. I'm ready to go. Someone Photoshop.
I just said that too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, let's go. It needs repairs.
Yeah, I was just having a shitty night. She started talking to me, and I was like, "All right, whatever." And I was just having a shitty night. I'm a free agent, so I was like, "All right, I guess I'll talk to this chick." She hit me up on Instagram, and then I was like,
"Free agent."
I was like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" She's like, "I'm meeting up with my friends in Lakewood." I'm from Lakewood. We ended up going to a place where my buddy owns it. She didn't know that. So another reason why I was like, yeah, I'm going to show up there. And then
wait a minute. You assume he's talking about a bar that his buddy owns, right?
Yeah. Free
right.
drinks.
So again, he's going back to that move where he's going to have her. Does he do the move here where he has her go get the drinks? I guess not, because it's his buddy's place. So he's probably getting taken care of just by himself.
Right.
I still think he's pulling that move out.
I'm just terrified now. It's going to be like Patrick Melton sending a private investigator to find out the bar and interview. This is not going to end well. I don't like this. No fact checking.
No
Ray
fact
have his piece.
This is all assumption. Go ahead.
No, I did not. I paid for a round for everybody. And
it's on the house.
That was it.
Drinks for all my friends.
No. I paid for it. I got no discount. I paid
super chats for everybody.
Okay. But now, hold on. Now, this is where you lose me. Why do you go to your friend's bar if you're not going to get any discount and pay full price? I don't buy that for a second.
Nope.
No way. No way. Then just go to any bar. What does it have to be your friend's bar?
Well, he didn't realize, she wanted to go there, and then Stuttering John said, and then, Locust.
Or do you think he went there thinking he was going to get hooked up and then bought around, and they were like, "Oh no, there's no discount for you," and now he's already locked in. It's too late.
Right. He wanted to get recognized. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I got no discount. Holy shit, Ray's a unique character. He went to his buddy's bar and got no discount. He's heartbroken, Dr. Chow says, plain and simple. You think that's the case, Carlos?
Man, Chow knows how to get to me. He's pushing my buttons, and I'm staring Ray in the face right now. Am I wavering?
He's heartbroken.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that was his lady night before.
Right. Yeah, you don't call somebody your lady. Well, you shouldn't anyway. But unless,
well, you don't since 1928.
And
it's the Middle Ages.
This night, I mean, what's giving me pause is that Ray was streaming before this. I think with me, I think that's where all the other clips come from, maybe. Or no, that's wrong. He streamed so much, I don't know. But he was streaming this night earlier, and then ran out, would be a really quick date, and then was on with. I'm sorry, Shuli, you okay?
It's okay.
It's all right. Then he went on and did this.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot to fit in.
He can't stop. Somebody in the chat says he's addicted to. He's 100% addicted to podcasts. ATP.
And this is just between date.
Right.
He came before and then after.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I didn't make any sense. But yeah, there's time. The time frame is tough.
Thank you, Tiff, for gifting 5. Love you,
nice.
Kiddos. Thank you.
Well, Ray's never lied to me.
That you know.
No.
Yes.
Thank you, my dear. Go ahead.
It was $45. I gave 60. That was my
wow.
Around kid. She was married. She got divorced 2 years ago. But this is nothing. It's just like one time we hung out. Who knows? I'm a free agent now, Kevin. I got options. I'm keeping my options.
So does she know you're on tour a lot and you're not around?
Yeah. No, we talked. It was cool.
All right.
She watched my videos on Instagram. That's why she liked me. That's why she hit me up.
Oh, the thing from the dry bar?
All my clips from my special, from the dry bar special. Yeah. She was like,
and that's how you met her?
No.
She wanted to hire me.
She took my information
for a corporate gig.
Yeah.
Mule doesn't believe a word Ray says.
Well,
then she hit me up on Instagram like, hey, if you want to hang out sometime. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. I go, what are you doing tonight? She's like, oh, we're going to be in Lakewood. And I was like, oh, all right. I'll meet up. I did not have a podcast scheduled, but I had to make something up to make it look like I had something to do before I met up. Like I had nothing to do. I came like, yeah, I'll be there right away. I was like, I got something. I'll meet up with you guys in an hour and a half.
Doug Nelson was there.
Doug Nelson came by. Yeah. And of course, Why did he have to?
Wait, you
why
woke
did he
up
have to
this
pretend
morning,
he
the
was
first
doing
thing-
something?
Hold on. What?
Why did he have to pretend he's doing something?
So it looks like he has something going on in life.
I mean,
you know what they always say? Lie at the beginning, it'll work out well after that.
I had to make up a lie to appear more interesting.
Yeah, wow.
That is weird. Go ahead. Well, because he's crazy, yeah.
You did?
Okay.
Yeah.
It was
I woke
Jericho.
up and The laptop's right there. I was like, why not?
What'd you watch?
MLC replay.
Spank Bank. Spank Bank. That's my new
jerked off
website
before
that
he
I'll go
went.
to because Pornhub took down a lot of their videos. So now I go to Spank Bank. So you guys were messing with me. Ari actually did jump in.
No, we were kidding. What do you think she's going to go on there?
No, she was in the comments and they sent Joe, I guess, had her email. He sent her the link. And
She was on for a while.
That's how
She
we
was
got on mine because somebody said she was
Look
on
at his
Pat
face.
Dixon's show. And I was like, oh, I'll just send Pat Dixon
Look at his face. He's
the
just
link
shocked.
because Pat's always good for a couple of laughs.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how long she was on for, but she was on when I was on.
Right.
Be nice to her. What do you just said you're done with her.
No, I'm done with looking at her in that capacity of what we were talking about before. But
What, like sex?
yeah, we're friends. If
Just noticed Ari is on CNN now talking about the situation in Russia. she's out of fucking control, right? You're lucky you got rid of this girl at the right time.
So you're done with Ari. You've had it with her playing
No,
games.
she's still my friend. She's still my friend. But
No,
yeah,
that's cool.
I'm done. Like,
But she's playing games, right? Going on everybody's show when she tells you she's upset about this or she's upset about that. But she's on
someone said
everybody's
something
show.
to her. Yeah, someone said something to her in the chat. This is mean and blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, and then, all right, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out on that. She's my friend. That's it. She's doing his Stormy show on July 1st. She said that's the last time she's podcasting and she's out. But if she goes on other, it's up to her. I don't.
July
I'm not-
1st. So she's already
Yeah.
saying that's when she's done. But in the meantime, she's going to do every podcast.
I have no idea. She can do what she wants. I don't give a shit. I'm done.
It's a free
talking.
country. It's
Yeah,
not Ohio. It's not Russia. We can do whatever we want.
But it's just upsetting. Like, hey, this person's being mean. Blah blah blah. What's going on with this? It's like I don't know these people. These are not people I know. I don't know what you want me to say. So.
Well, I mean, there you go. There you go.
The silence is what happened. I mean, that was the Ray Vortex. We just experienced that as a group. That was the Ray Vortex. What makes me a little, the whole thing though, the Pornhub actually, the Pornhub angle of that makes me a little nervous because Pornhub famously removed videos that were like underage, not warranted, not authorized.
Really rough and graphic
What we just got was Pornhub is not dirty enough for Ray DeVito. That's what,
Well, Spank Bank looks to be all webcams. It's like not,
like Stickam and Levy back in the day.
There's a thing called Spank Bank.
Yeah,
wow.
I just looked it up here. Yeah.
Again, I just looked it
Oh,
up.
Spank Bang.
Like you don't have it
listen,
bookmarked.
It was in the history, but
Is it Spank Bang or
no,
Spank Bank?
there's a Spank Bank that I just looked up, and it's all webcam options.
Yeah, don't look up Spank Bag, by the way, guys. Not good.
Speaking of Aaron Imholte,
Carlos. Listen, I love that Carlos is here.
Yeah.
Insufferable Bastards podcast. That's his YouTube page, right?
yeah, we do movie reviews.
I love that. Go to Twitter, follow him on there. Anytime you want to do something, anytime you need me, you let me know. You have my number. I sent it to you. You're one of the good ones. You understand me?
I'm being set up for something. I don't. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
We just like you. We like Carlos. Support him. Give him some love. Carlos is a king. Yeah. Carlos is one of those dudes. The more I watch him, the more I was like, wow, this guy's really fucking good. This guy's
Well, thank you. This is and I'll take shit for this, but this is a bucket list thing for me. I have tremendous respect for what you guys have done. Howard Stern was hugely important to me because I had no friends and was stuffed into lockers, and so I spent a lot of time listening to Stern.
How big were those lockers?
And goodbye.
Carlos Danger, ladies and gentlemen.
Check him out. Fucking go like him. Do the thing.
A real mensch. Love that. Dude.
Yeah.
Love you guys. I mean, we were over 600 for most of the show tonight, today, and your guys' support has just been amazing. Brennan's anger has reached an all-time high for me in this network, and that couldn't happen without you guys. So I thank you guys for the gifted, for the super chats, for the subs, for all of
everything
it.
you do.
Yeah, Patreon, YouTube membership, wherever you guys are coming in and checking this out, we really appreciate. There's tons of bonus stuff behind the wall. And what did we learn? And that's what's happening. You guys got to start betting on when we're going to end the show. But yeah, I don't know what we learned. We learned that.
All right, you could be my electrician. God damn it. Calm down.
Who?
Dave Skywalker.
Bob, I still want to be your electrician. Okay. Yeah, look at that picture. Sounds like he'll fit right in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's about what I have here. Yeah,
that is true. That is true.
Oh yeah.
All right. Listen, Shalom Shuli, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe. Hit the like button on your way out of here. Hit the notification.
Hey, Shuli,
join
quick
if you want to
programming note.
Yes.
Freddie Mercury at 1
No,
PM
I'm
today.
tired. I got up too early today.
Tired.
Oh my god,
dude.
You were just saying I'm tired. You're tired.
I'm tired. I've been up at 5 a.m. I went to bed about 1.
All right, so let's do this from now on. Let's not schedule a recording session the night before you wake up at 5 a.m.
Well, I didn't know. She woke me
Go
up.
to bed. Go to bed
I thought-
earlier.
So here's what we'll do.
You have the schedule. You know what the schedule was.
Ooh, somebody's a little feisty.
Oh, no,
Somebody's
listen,
hungry. He hasn't had breakfast
Let me
yet.
tell you something, Carl. Why don't we do it at 12:30, and then I can get enough sleep.
12:30.
12:30.
In an hour.
Not even an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying you're going to feel better? Why not just 1
No,
o'clock?
I'm going to feel better that I'm going to be able to sleep. Do you really need a nap? I do right now, honey, because you woke me up at 5 o'clock. You didn't say you woke me up, and then you said something, and I figured you had to go to work, so I got up, and I was like, "Come on, let's go." And she goes, "It's 5 o'clock. I don't have to be there till 7:30." And I'm like, "What am I going to do now?"
I'll translate. He's old, Gina, so he needs his nap.
I'd say we do 12:30, and then it gives me time to get an hour or
Just
something.
do one. Let's just do one.
Because then I can't sleep then.
I'm giving you extra time to sleep.
No, he
No,
means
I'm going to sleep
after the
after.
Oh, I see.
12:15. Let's go.
12:18.
12:15, 12:20. We'll be back with Freddie Mercury. Is that what you
Yeah,
want to do?
12:20, the latest. 12:15. Put up the thing.
If you see what a mental patient he is before the show starts, he goes, "Start the 5-minute intro. Start the. We got to start on time. We got to start on time." And then you get this half where he goes, well, whatever, 12, 12:15, 12:20.
12:15.
Yes. All right. Twitter at Mike Morse says, Instagram at InstaMikeMorse, and dangering all over the Shuli Network. Bob, are you waking up to do your plugs?
Yes. Today at 4 o'clock, Misery Loves Company on YouTube, Misery Loves Company on Patreon, and July 12th and 13th, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in beautiful downtown Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Beautiful.
And then I also have a gig on the 7th, 2 gigs in Delaware that I just don't know.
Well, a big thank you to Carlos Danger coming in here and hanging with us all morning. Go support him. Go give him some love. Support all our friends. Thank you for your love and understanding. Of course, you guys.
It's time to wake up.
And if we don't see it, wait. Thank you. Let's keep my videos for you. I got this.
See you in 5 minutes. Thanks, Bird. It's okay. Oh, God. Love
Got
you
a bed,
too.
bitch. Go.
Yeah.
Mommy,
15, give me 15.
Gotta wake up, bitch. Get up.
Mommy,